Well, hey!
Hey, I can hear you in my ear.
I can hear you in my ear.
It's the other ear. Welcome, Simmers.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning, good evening. I've been watching the chat, and I see there's quite a few people from all over the world here. It's
super cool.
We are very excited to show off our next game pack, Realm of Magic.
Wait. Isn't this a Moschino stuff pack stream?
No.
We already did that?
We did that.
Okay,
Yeah.
So this is Realm of Magic. All right, let's do it then.
We showed stairs a couple days ago, and we're back to show even more cool things.
Cool, I love it.
So I'm hoping you guys are all wide awake and ready to jump in. By the way, where are we, Dave?
This is my garage. We just rolled out of bed this morning. I invited Antonio over, so welcome to my house.
He forced me to crash on the couch, so.
He's not trustworthy. He needs to be monitored very closely.
At least I got the couch and not the back shed.
That's right.
So that was nice.
Anyways, I'm SimGuru Ninja.
SimGuru Romeo
here. We're both producers on The Sims 4. Super excited to show you Realm of Magic today.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's go ahead and switch over. I'm assuming you guys can see the game now. So I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Steve switched to the game. So here we are. We're going to start in CAS. It's going to be a pretty freeform, low-key stream. We're going to watch the Twitch stream here, the chat, and see what questions you guys have and try to answer as much as we can. But we'll go ahead and start with CAS to show off some of the new CAS and build buy or CAS stuff for this pack.
I think what's the format today? We're going to do a little run through a CAS.
Yep.
Jump into game, show some gameplay, maybe change a sim into a spellcaster.
Yeah, we'll show the progression of the spellcaster gameplay
Cool.
from becoming a spellcaster to what it means to be a high-level spellcaster, to have all those powers at your disposal.
Awesome.
And then we'll jump into build buy. We'll show you all the build buy stuff, and then we'll probably do a little show hidden objects and show all the hidden cool stuff that you can expect in the pack. So yeah, here we are in CAS. I'm just going to go ahead and run through some stuff. We've already sort of created some semblance of Sims here. Let's go ahead and start from head to toe, and we'll do hairs first, because that's always fun. So we have a couple new hairs for male and female. And if we go into this Realm of Magic selection here, so you see we have the one on her right now. I really like this hair. And then over here, so you can, of course, change the color to a bunch of various things. I actually really like this yellow one. That's pretty cool. And then we have the ombre braids here with some nice color changing going on.
What's up, ombre?
Yeah, it's very nice. And I think when you change the colors here, yeah, the braids actually will switch to, ooh, that one's pretty cool. I think I'm going to stick with that one, but we'll come back to it. And then we have the basic one as well without the color changing. And then we have a nice little bob here for the more modern touch of spellcaster. Going into some full body or some tops here. Actually, let's do full body first. So we have some new full body outfits. So one thing we wanted to try to make sure we diversified from vampires was, like, when you think of spellcasters, some of them are dark and more gothic, so we wanted to make sure we captured some of that. But again, we didn't want to bleed too heavily over that side, because vampires, we felt like, took care of a lot of that style. But we have a couple pieces to represent that if you only own Realm of Magic. I really like this outfit here. Actually, let me put some. Let's change our shoes really quick.
You don't want the combat boots?
Yeah, maybe not the combat boots as we walk through this.
So as Antonio was saying, we do have a couple of styles in CAS, so we kind of have that goth style, for lack of a better term, for your kind of darker vampire. You have this style, a little bit more contemporary.
Yeah, I really like this with some nice flats. It's a very cute dress.
Yeah, if you're watching any kind of like stories with current kind of spellcasters, current magicians, this certainly hits that kind of note, I think.
Yep. And then a little more, a little longer version of that last one, less formal. One of my favorite outfits in the pack is actually this one. And if you've seen our last trailer, you'll actually see one of the spellcasters wearing this outfit. This one's really cool if you're really trying to tell that, like, high mage
Can you see,
outfit.
yeah, I love the slit all the way up the leg.
This is very cool. And then we have this cute little top here. I really like this. Maybe click through some colors. So we have a couple plain versions, as well as the star pattern to go with that spellcaster magic feel. And then we're sort of trying to tap into that more herbal potion brewing witch. So, you have the spellcaster of the forest, who's sort of like the hermit, and she's constantly mixing at her cauldron and brewing some strange concoctions.
Kind of earth tones, more of a natural vibe to it, natural feel.
Uh-oh. What happened? No!
Now this piece is, pretty bright.
Yeah, it's very, very white. Hold on, let's see if I can save this.
All right. Man, that's Steve.
Uh-oh. We might need to.
Yeah.
We have some slight technical difficulties.
Great time to introduce, our technician behind the scenes, Sim Guru Steve, as always. We love him.
Hold on,
Love him.
we're gonna just shut down. Let's shut down the game here. Thanks, Steve, for jumping off of that. All right.
Do a little restart.
Yeah. Hold on.
So, while you're restarting, let's talk a bit about Magic users. So, we did have a new trailer drop today. If you haven't seen it, make sure go to YouTube on The Sims and seek out our channel. You'll be able to see a new feature overview trailer.
Yeah, it's really cool. It actually shows quite a bit of stuff in the pack. Again, we're hoping to actually go into more detail here.
We'll show you in a second, but
we
definitely shows off a few things people haven't seen yet. Spellbook.
Yeah.
Perks panel UI.
Shows a couple spells that you can come to expect. We saw a lot of people cluing in on the cloning spell, which was really cool. So, there, we got it back.
There we go.
Okay.
Roll it.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Hold on. We're not fully back.
Steps. It's all baby steps.
I've lost mouse control.
My garage is probably not the most professional streaming location.
We should get a more professional location to stream, maybe.
I'll wake up a little earlier next time. We'll be okay.
All right, well, we'll keep talking about what the trailer has. So the cloning spell, like at the very end of the trailer, that's actually one of my favorite moments. You'll see the spellcaster cast the clone spell, and then it cuts out to her sitting on the...
Spoilers! Not everybody's seen it yet. No. Antonio.
Actually, this is probably a great time. If you haven't seen the trailer, you may want to go jump over to our YouTube channel and check it out.
No, don't leave. Don't leave us.
Hold on. It is a very nice looking garage.
Thank you.
What did something like this cost you?
That's none of your business, okay? That's very rude of you to ask.
Where's your G.I. Joe collection?
Ooh.
Where is that?
Everywhere.
I need to know.
So I'm a bit of a toy collector. Don't tell anybody. It's a little bit of my nerdy habit. But yeah, I do love those old vintage.
I mean, this is why
toys.
Our fans came here, right? To like just watch us talk about our personal lives and.
Yeah. Okay. So to go back to Realm of Magic. So
are we actually back? I don't know if we're back. I don't think we're back yet.
Maybe not.
No, we're not back.
So. New trailer shows off a few spells. About how many spells are we talking about here, Antonio?
In total or just the trailer?
Yeah, in total.
In total, you can expect. So I think we're around like 20-ish spells. I don't know the exact number. But from spells, I think we're around 20, and then potions.
I would say it's higher than that.
Well, potions and spells are separate, right?
Yes.
But like potions, God, there's easily like 15 potions that you can make and brew. I can't wait to show you guys as soon as we get it up and running.
Yeah. Anyways,
what do we do?
I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. This was a lot of fun. Just give you guys just a little taste.
Yeah, just a little bit. We just wanted to show you Cass assets.
Yep. And be prepared for 2 hours of this, baby. Here we go.
Man. Yep. It's okay. Steve and the team, they're actually working hard. I see the monitor flickering around. They're working on it. They're restarting the computer, I think. Yeah. So we should be back soon, hopefully.
Yep. So we've both been working on this pack for quite a while now. Definitely a fun pack to work on. What was your favorite part of working on this pack?
The spells. Like I love how the spells in this pack make your Sims lives at home substantially easier. Like I am very much a completionist, and I try to get all the things and do all the things, and I'm all about like blitzing through gameplay. So like between teleport and the cloning spell to allow me to like clone food dishes and ingredients, and I can even just conjure food straight out of the thin air. I think that's like the most exciting part. Yeah,
it's for some of the people that are running challenges out there, a lot of these spells are going to be like super helpful in taking care of your Sims.
Yep.
What was my favorite part of the pack? Oh gosh, I'm so glad you asked, Antonio.
Anytime.
It's a natural back and forth, everybody.
You give, I take.
Usually for me, I'm all about gameplay, right? Like I want a really strong new kind of core gameplay loop, something to really kind of keep my attention long term. And I was actually very surprised on this pack because I think it has great gameplay. It has a great loop. Reminds me a lot of Vampires
very
pack
similar
and
to
a very deep kind of occult experience.
Yep.
But what I wasn't really expecting was to just be blown away by the visuals. And not just like the animations and the VFX, but I think like anybody who's here now has probably seen the first trailer.
The Magic Realm.
And that Magic Realm is awesome.
When everyone was asking about worlds and locations, I was so excited to kind of like tease and poke. I'm like, hey, there's a world in this pack we've never done before, or you've never seen in a Sims game. Like, for the first time, we have a floating world. Like that, I think that was really cool.
And I know our environment artists had fun doing this.
Yep. Tracy and Pelham had a blast. They were going crazy.
Which was great, because, like, you know, we all wanted something kind of over-the-top, fantastical, and...
Let's see.
Talk about over delivering. They're like, okay, you want something fantastical? How about this?
Exactly. All right, hold on. I think I'm clicking through. I'm loading. We lost the Twitch chat, but
the splines have been reticulated.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. Let's change sim. Let's get back into CAS. Okay. Hey.
Okay.
We did it.
Switch back over to the game.
They don't want to hear us talk
more
for
talking
for 2 hours.
But they want to see the game now.
Okay. So where were we? Let's see. Oh, that's right. All my filters are gone, so I'm gonna have to reset. It's fine.
Okay.
So, again, going back, we wanted to have a spellcaster sort of be able to do that more forest, hermit style. So we're trying to
natural.
There we go. We're back on track.
Yeah.
We got it.
Boom.
Okay. So the next outfit, I like this little like point skirt down here at the bottom. It's not perfectly cut. And then we have these little diamond cut patterns here too as well that I really like.
But again, I really like these kind of dark colors. They really blend in especially well to the new world of Glimmerbrook.
Oh yeah,
we'll show you momentarily, but definitely a very kind of tree forest based world. So having that kind of spellcaster hut almost in the background.
It reminds me a lot of the camping. What was the camping world?
Granite Falls.
Granite Falls. Yeah. So it's like sort of the tucked away version of that. It's more like hidden off the beaten path. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out a full body and show off some of the single piece assets here. We'll go ahead and switch my filters back. And I'm probably going to have to give her some pants. Yep, I don't want to be showing off all these without pants. So let's go back here. I like these pants. These work. Safe. Actually, let's do something not. There we go. Let's do that. So going back to the single piece tops,
all right.
We have this nice little sheer t-shirt here that I really like. Sheer top, and then they have like a couple patterned versions as well. This one's really cool. I like that a lot. And then we have a more formal top that you can match with some of these skirts and stuff here. Actually, I kind of like this look. It's kind of like an equestrian looking outfit here. But yeah. We won't go there. Sidestep.
Hard stare at Antonio.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that, but
moving on.
It's fine. Again, going in, playing more of that dark gothic look, more sheer, more straps. I really like what is someone's phone going off? I think that's your phone.
That's me. Don't even worry about it.
I feel the couch vibrating.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, this one is very cool. I like this top as well. This one's more like a cute, more warm, cozy. So when you get home from a hard day of spellcasting, you put this thing on. Keep
this is my favorite
warm.
top in the pack, and you have to show the variants on this one.
Oh yeah,
because they're so adorable.
That is
really
cute.
Your little broomy witch or broomy spellcaster.
That is very cute. And then
that's my favorite one right there. The little black cat.
It's very cute. And what's this one? Oh, this is the pink version. Here we go. I like this, the ombre. Is this officially, that's what it's called? Is that ombre? No, it's just a
Our artists say that word a lot.
Yeah, I like the word
and
ombre.
I like to,
It's nice. And then again, ooh, yeah, I actually kind of like that. That's a good outfit.
It's a nice top.
That's a nice top. I like that top. Yeah, so we'll just click through some of these a little faster. And then again, going back to that sort of gothic style here, we have some leather and straps. You could fill your Catwoman fantasy here.
Catwoman spellcaster.
Yeah. Let's put this one.
Yeah, I don't know if that top goes with that.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we have a couple pants here for females. We have this nice little like Beetlejuice inspired looking long pants.
Don't say it 3 times.
Beetlejuice?
No more.
Is that where we stop?
That's where we stop.
We're so close.
Don't do it.
All right. And then, of course, we have some shoes. Let's go ahead and scroll down here. So we have these cool, like, steel toe boot looking things. And then we have this version as well with a couple variants. I'm going to go ahead and actually switch back to this dress because I really like that. And then, of course, we have some accessories. So if we go into accessories here, put my filters back on because they all got nuked in the reset. We have oh, hold on, let me change the top so you can actually see this stuff. So we have this cool little bracelet down here, sort of like a leather strap looking thing. Again, plenty variants. This is actually one of my favorites. You can see Morgan, our main character in the trailer, wearing this. It's a very cool piece, like fully loaded bracelet, hand chain, and rings.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything like that in game right now, so definitely a kind of fresh new look.
Very cool accent piece. And then there's this really cool bracelet here, or what is this called?
Bicep circlet.
A circlet's for your head.
I mean, it's circleting.
Chat, what is this called?
What's it called?
What's it called, chat? But anyway, armband.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
But yes, I really like this piece as well. And I should probably actually change this so we can see the tights. Yeah, let's go back to accessories. We have some really cool tights.
Yeah, I love these.
So we have like a flower pattern, and again, we have plenty of colors to fill it out. I actually really like this black and red ones. And then we have more of the torn up version as well, the fishnet stockings here. I really like these. Cool. So let's go ahead and actually I really want to keep that. I'm gonna go back to this outfit that I had because I really like this setup. Cool. And then, necklaces, lastly. We have a couple new necklaces and earrings, actually. So we'll go in here. Boop. So we have a cool choker here with some diamond patterns and a couple variants, like this purple one. The key necklace that you saw my sim wearing earlier.
I love
nice
this
little
one.
Black asset there. That's cool. And then I really like this. So this pack is all about sort of the three styles of magic plus potions, of course. And we're sort of trying to tie into various gems and runes and stones. So this asset actually complements that very nicely. I really like this. And I believe the color patterns are representative of the three styles. So you have like your blue, pink, and green. And these cool little moon earrings are actually different on both sides. So you have, the stud with the little half hoop on this side, and then a cool little chain with a little moon and star there. So pretty cool pieces. A couple variants as well. So we have the rose gold, the black. I like the black. Cool. Switching over to male sims. We'll go ahead and show off some of these.
Oh, actually, before you want to go back over to the female and show off the new lipstick, eyeshadow.
That's right. I forgot about all the makeup. Good call. This is why we have a partnership here.
It takes a village.
It takes 2 people to do a stream. Yeah, one of my favorite pieces. Again, you see this in the trailer a lot. Cool little makeup to really show off that you are magic attuned.
Special.
Not force attuned, but magic attuned. And then we have really cool lipstick.
Now, I really like this. I really like this lipstick. I like the kind of darker outsides, how it gets kind of shimmery on the inside. I'm sure every person in chat is yelling at our lack of terminology.
I see it.
It's pretty.
Yeah. No, these two are really good. Like, this is great for just your sort of basic look, right? And then you can really punch it up with these like crazy colors here. I really love the green. It really pops. Let's go ahead. Let's also do the eyeshadow.
So these are super vibrant.
Yeah. Really pulling off that club look before you go out. So this sim, I'm sort of telling the story right now of her being sort of our potion expert. So she's sort of the hermit that lives in the forest. She's not really into the formalities of makeup and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. So now switching over to male sims. Let's quickly go over. Let's start from top, and we'll go down.
He looks super trustworthy.
Yeah. So this is my evil sim. He's an evil spellcaster. We have 2 new male hairs. So this really luscious, wavy hair, and then this again. You probably saw this in the trailer as well. The this short back, slicked, sort of hoopy hair. And then you can see that new animation he's playing right there. That's because he's a spellcaster. So anytime you make a spellcaster in CAS, which you can make a spellcaster just straight
like
in CAS. Yep, just like vampires and any other cult. But that animation is to designate that he's a spellcaster.
In fact, the little icon that you see in the top left there. No, not that one. Your little spellcaster.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
your little occult icon.
Yep, and my occult icon up there. I really love that animation. It is very cool. So yeah, going back to male assets. So we have, again, tie a little bit into that sort of gothic magic.
Yep.
One of my favorite pieces in this pack, I just love this comfy looking hoodie. I feel like you own something like this.
Holes in the bottom, you know, nice little neck.
You come to work like this all the time.
Very comfortable looking.
Yeah. Sweet.
This is a little bit more like what you come into work as.
Yeah, street magician. Yeah. I gotta pull a rabbit out of a hat. I'm gonna make this feature disappear.
Guru Houts, who's not here with us today, that's a little bit more his style.
Yeah.
Go with the sleeveless look, always showing off the guns.
Yeah, of course. I really like this too. Nice earthy tones. Oh, I'm like totally skipping over variants. I'm sorry, chat. But yeah, everything's got really cool variants.
It's your like famous spellcaster right there.
Actually, looking at a lot of these assets, I think they tie really nicely with the Fame pack. If you have that as well, like I could totally see one of my famous Sims actually wearing something like this.
For sure.
This one's a very cool. I actually like this asset a lot. That like turtleneck rolled over.
I don't think that's a turtleneck.
Not a turtleneck. What is it?
It's a
collar. It's a collar. It's a collared shirt that I forgot to wear because putting lavalier mics on a normal shirt is very difficult.
We need to do a weekly fashion stream.
That would be terrible. I'd strut the runway.
Yes.
I'd do it. So this hoodie is actually cool. Talking again to the 3 styles of magic. Each one of these hoodies variants has the rune that represents that style, so you can really show off what your style is.
And I believe this is our first hoodie sweater with the hood up.
Oh yeah.
By default.
It's very cool. So when I see this, I immediately thought of clubs. And yes, you can totally make a spellcaster club. We've added some new club rules to support that. But I would totally make this my club outfit.
Cowl neck was the last one.
Oh, cowl neck.
Yeah.
Is
Not
that
cowl, cowl.
Cow neck.
Cowl neck.
Like moo. All right, we're done. So anyways, going from tops to pants. So here's, you can see one of the new male pants. So I like this little olive green here. We have some reds to sort of match that top. Let's go back to that tan I had. And then we have more like ripped up, like skinny jean looking things. So,
we're getting called out in chat for our lack of knowledge of
lack of fashion.
We should have an artist here next time. You're absolutely right.
I will say I am not a cast person. I enjoy cast. I think it's amazing, but like I love live mode and build. Where like Rebecca, for example, she's all about cast. Like
totally.
And Morgan is also very good. Morgan is all about killing Sims, yes. And then lastly, for males, we have some new shoes. So we have the 2 pairs of boots, but more in a shortcut male style. Again, same variants and everything. I love these like red, they almost look like motorcycle boots. That's pretty cool. But I really like these. Nice subdued, sort of like suede leatherish looking shoes.
Very versatile.
Yeah. Cool.
Did we have any full bodies?
Oh, for males, yeah. I think it was that's right. Thank you. Yeah. So some full body stuff for male. Again, this is what Morgan was wearing in the trailer.
Morgan with a Y too, right?
Yes. I believe it was this one actually. Yeah. This was his setup here. He actually had that hair as well. Not the sweet goatee though. He was lacking the goatee. This one is very cool. I like this.
Super laid back.
Yep.
Very Big Lebowski vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. Hey man.
Hey man.
And then going for more a villainous looking sim, you got this nice leather and sort of suede, or is it suede silk? Yeah, it's leather, I think.
Yeah, the materials for all of the cast clothing, it just really comes out. Again, our art department does a fantastic job. All of these feel like very rich, like you could touch them.
Like
you know,
you could touch
you can touch them. The silk looks like silk.
Yep. Yeah, I really like this piece too. This is very cool. Awesome. So enough with Cass. I'm going to back all the way out to my. Actually, you know what? That's good. That's good. That fits an evil looking sim.
And it does look like on both sims you've chosen new aspirations.
Yeah. So we actually have some new aspirations for this pack. So under the knowledge. There's 2 new aspirations actually. Under knowledge, you'll see spellcraft and sorcery. So this is actually going to guide you through the spellcasting gameplay. So how to learn spells, discover them, level up your spellcasting perks and levels related to spellcasting. And then again, going back to the nature and sort of potion crafter, we have a purveyor of potions aspiration as well, which will take you down the path of potion creating, brewing, and finding ingredients and stuff.
Awesome.
Cool. So I have my 2 Sims now, all ready and prepped. Jillian and Reginald. I didn't make those easy names, but we'll probably remember those.
Jillian and Reginald.
Yep. And then it is Reginald Crumple Pants. Maybe related to Crumple Bottom. Who knows? He's the alter ego of Crumple Bottom. Anyways, done. Moving into gameplay. I hope you guys are having fun right now.
Yeah. There is no new cast traits, but there is a new trait in the pack.
Yes.
Multi-generational trait that can get passed on from spellcaster parents to kids.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and page out here. We're going to show off the world a little bit. Sorry. Can you guys...
Welcome to Glimmerbrook.
Yeah, so here's Glimmerbrook. Glimmerbrook. One of our brand new worlds. This is a normal neighborhood. You can just live here like any other neighborhood. You can see the sort of the story behind this is it's like this recreational park that this sort of enclave of spellcasters has taken over, and they've taken refuge deep into the forest. So you can see that venue out in front is actually a buildable lot. You could change it to whatever you want. If you want it to be residential, go for it. But that is sort of the ranger station that has been converted into a spellcaster's pub. So spellcasters will frequent that. So if you're ever looking for them, you can.
So this is not a massively populated world. This is definitely kind of hidden in the back hills.
Yep.
A little bit the road less traveled. Definitely spellcasters live in here, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Although probably a little bit more subdued with their magic.
I'd give you a quick other view. So I love, let me actually let this run a little bit. But yeah, Glimmerbrook wouldn't be named, of course, if it didn't have a brook. So there's this little babbling brook here that runs directly through the center of town.
It's a glimmering brook.
Brick?
Right.
Glimmering brick. Sorry, shout out to Steve really quick. I can't see the Twitch chat. It went black. We're just going to keep pressing on. Also, if you look in the top there, you'll see a little plane flying by. They'll pay no attention to this sleepy town in Glimmerbrook. So let's go ahead and dive into our household here and maybe show off some gameplay. So we have
before we jump right into the gameplay. So there is 5 lots in this world.
Oh yeah, here. Let me just.
And I know people really want to know lot sizes. I believe in this world, 4 of the lots are 30 by 20, and 1 is 40 by 30?
I believe so, I think. But yeah, so here's one of the venues, or one of the lots, that is the bar. And then just over to the right here, you'll see we have a little nestled house in the trees here. That's another lot. Here's the house where I'm living with my Sims currently. And then over here, there's a household living in this house. This is sort of like a magic family. They actually have some of the magic bloodline traits in them. So if you want to just jump in and play with that, you can. And of course, we have a little empty lot here. And the empty lot is actually one of my favorite lots to play on, just because it is so close to the magic portal here, which is how you access the magic realm.
Well, now we've seen this magic portal, but I don't think anybody's really seen these views before.
No.
So let's look out over this valley.
Yes, totally.
Like, come on, I want to live here, guys.
It is very cool. Very, very fun world. Definitely something we've put a lot of time and passion behind. Yeah. Our environment team always goes above and beyond here.
Now, we're not playing with seasons installed, but for anybody that does have seasons, you will have weather in this world. Yep. There will be 4 distinct seasons. I love playing this world in the snow.
Yes.
So beautiful.
Totally. We'll just do a little fly through here of the world and show it off a little bit. Let me page up and close that. Yeah, so you can see some little frog collectibles here. This game pack is all about collection. So you're going to be filling up that inventory with tons of collections for your potion crafting and spell crafting. It's definitely fun.
Yeah, it's just a quaint town. It's super relaxing. Yep. Walk around with your Sims, hang out, nice new place to live.
Yeah, cool little waterfall there.
And it gives you the entrance into the magic realm.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have our Sims here. Again, what was his name? See, we already forgot. Reginald is our high-level spellcaster. And Jillian is just starting out, so she's not even a spellcaster yet.
Okay, so she's not even a spellcaster.
Correct. So we actually wanted to show you how you become a spellcaster through normal gameplay. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to go through the magic portal. So let's go ahead and bring Jillian over here. Let's click this. And so you can travel to the magic realm with. This is like a normal group travel, or you can just travel by yourself. So we'll send Jillian over there on her own. We'll just go ahead and speed this up as she...
Now we're going to show one of the ways of becoming a spellcaster. Now there's other ways you can do it as well. If you're a high-level spellcaster, you're going to have the ability to turn other sims into spellcasters as well. But let's just pretend, for the sake of argument, that we have a one sim family, or maybe we're using an existing sim from a previous save of ours, and we want to make that sim turn into a spellcaster. So obviously, step one is let's go where the magic is.
Yes, the houses all have toilets. I checked, double-checked, and triple-checked. There's toilets in all of them.
Yeah, we do have a couple little surprises for the little Simsies out there.
Oh man!
Want to make sure we give you a little something to improve.
I'm just gonna look at this. This is so cool. I love this world. It is amazing. And this sim just came out of the portal. She's like, nothing to see here.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. So she's gonna go ahead and enter the portal. Enter. Oh yeah. The swirling vortex appears to lead to a realm beyond our own reality. Do we enter the portal?
No, turn back.
Let's go.
Okay,
let's go in. All right.
People want to know, how old do you have to be a spellcaster?
To actually be able to cast spells, it's teen and up, but you can have the bloodline trait as a child. So it's magic is sort of building in you. Hey, look, someone just took off with a broom.
I'd also say children are allowed to have familiars. Familiars will help your spellcasters with a couple of unique benefits. You'll get a little bit more perk point love or talent point love if you have familiars out. But for kids, they can summon familiars, and maybe spoilers, familiars can protect you from death.
Yes.
So having a child with a summoned familiar can be a very beneficial thing as a parent to ensure a little bit of safety.
Yeah, it is very nice. So here we are, the Magic Realm. For those of you who have not seen it, enjoy, take it in. Very beautiful skybox, waterfalls off into nothingness. I really enjoyed all the gifts that Simguru Dave has been posting for you guys. Very peaceful and just sort of like serene place to hang out.
And we've only just hit it. You see some stuff in motion now. You see the skybox, you see the colors moving, you see the rocks floating. Different times of day are going to give you very different colors. This is a very diverse color palette. You're going to see bright oranges going into these kind of dark colors. Meteor showers. And definitely accessing the world from different places is going to give you very different sight lines. And it's a magical world, no pun intended. It's really awesome
very
looking.
Cool. So yeah, here's our sort of garden area, the garden platform. Actually, let me go into a little storytelling about this world. So the story we've built around this is the 3 styles of magic each have a sage. Morgan is now one of the sages, but the 3 styles of magic have their sage, and the reason why this world is being ripped apart is this vortex is slowly breaking apart everything, and the 3 sages are working together to keep it together. So it is a perfect balance, as everything should be. All balanced perfectly. So that is sort of why this world is falling apart, and the sages are the reason why it's being held together, and magic sims can actually inhabit it.
Which is nice. I know that these, different schools of magic have not always gotten along, so it's nice to see them be able to kind of come together in the face of crisis to save this world. You'll see a lot of dilapidation, a lot of, ruins scattered around, but they were able to save this world before it was completely obliterated, so that is a good thing.
Yeah, so like you can see here, this bridge is totally crumbling, falling apart. It's barely intact here. They've actually set up portals in order to jump between the multiple platforms here, or you can use a broom. A broom.
So there's definitely kind of 4 kind of main areas into this world. We kind of loaded into that kind of central point where Magic HQ is located, which I'm sure you're going to show off momentarily. And then we kind of have these outskirt areas that are all kind of broken apart and accessible through portals or spells or broom travel. This is more of a kind of meeting place, marketplace area.
Yeah, so this is our Caster's Alley is what we're calling it. Basically, you can come here to buy brooms, familiars, books,
wands,
potion ingredients. So it's sort of your one-stop shop for everything magic.
Yeah, and in fact, if you were to zoom in on, the back of those houses there.
So this is actually something I really wanted to point out. Our modeler, Ken Lim, he did a phenomenal job on these shells, and I am happy to say that with the show hidden objects, you will have access to these.
Absolutely.
So you'll be able to
totally
place these on the
buildings down.
Yeah, so you can see that these houses are slowly crumbling, and if I speed it up a little bit, you can see that the motion and the floating furniture and stuff in there.
Yep. Raw magic is just barely holding it together.
And of course, the people who have set up shop here are these sort of astral projections of other magic users. So they've actually went in here, set up shop in these like crumbling buildings to sell you wands, brooms, and potion agents. So yeah, there's your potion shop to the right. You can see the broom shop in the middle here. And then you can see the sort of familiar and spellbook wand shop over here.
Zoom in on them so we can see,
see
these beautiful.
Yeah, so you can see she's selling some wands. I really like the signs a lot. The signs are very cool.
Now, in debug menu, we are giving you these pieces to freely place down. Now, we've been able to separate out just the stalls, so just the market stalls you can actually place down on your lot.
Correct.
And hire a vendor to come through and man it, as well as you can have the market stall attached to the entire building and put that entire building down.
Exactly. Cool. So let me actually back out here and show you one of the last floating areas, our dueling grounds. So you'll actually see Sims coming over here to duel off against each other. So it looks like this Sim's actually waiting for someone to come challenge him. Maybe we do that later.
Totally. Now you don't have to go here to duel.
You can duel anywhere you want, but we definitely wanted to set up sort of a location if you wanted to tell that story of having like the ultimate showdown of like your spellcaster versus someone else.
Historically, this is where the spellcasters would challenge each other. This is definitely the kind of official dueling area.
It's not official until it happens on the rock. They call it the rock. It's the rock. Laugh, Dave. Laugh. All right, sorry. All right, moving finally to our Magic HQ. So let me go ahead and page up here. Let's put the roofs up. So this is the main island, or the main sort of rock structure. This is where the magic headquarters is. So this is where you'll find the three sages. This is where most people are hanging out, sort of practicing magic, brewing potions. So we're gonna go ahead and start Jillian's adventure here by talking to one of the sages.
So this is the main lot in this world. It is a one-lot world. No, you can't live here, but you can stay here as long as you like. Through cheats, you can access build mode on this lot and change it around. The only thing you will not be able to do is change the venue. Magic HQ is incredibly important to this world, so for that reason, it will always remain as Magic HQ.
Yep, correct. So you can see Jillian's actually started to talk to one of the sages. You'll know they're a sage because they have this little rune above their head. I actually believe this is the Mischief Sage, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and do a quick friendly introduction.
Yeah, so that first trailer that came out, we see Morgan actually becoming a spellcaster. That's kind of a little bit of a history. That was a point in time long ago, and that was actually kind of the story of Morgan becoming one of the spellcasters, and he has since become one of the sages of the school.
So we're going to go ahead and ask this sage how to use magic. So she's going to do a little spell and sort of discuss about the art and demonstrate her power. So basically she's asking me, are you sure I want to travel down this path of spellcasting? And of course, I was born ready.
Would you like to proceed? Yes, I wish to proceed.
This is actually one of my favorite little animations here. So the sim now has mote sight, so her eyes are actually starting to glow. So what that's going to do is, I'm not actually a spellcaster yet.
No, you gotta prove yourself worthy first.
Exactly. So you have to prove yourself to the sage that you have the ability to actually become a spellcaster. So what she actually did was she imbued me with temporary mote sight. So now, if I go out into the world, I'll see new objects floating around. There are basically these little orbs here, and I have to collect 7 of them, and then I have to turn them back into the sage, and she will be able to grant me the power of a spellcaster.
You do have a limited amount of time, but, you know, I don't think she's really making it too difficult. This isn't a hide and seek game.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be too hard. It's just a little storytelling and to sort of show that you're
proving that you have magical capabilities.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll go ahead and collect a couple of these. Also, there's a perk later on I'll show you. If you buy the Mote Hound perk, you'll actually be able to have permanent mote sight. And you'll be able to actually consume these motes for a little bit of spellcaster XP. Okay, let's go ahead and let's see if we can find her. So the sages generally will hang out in their respective locations. Yep. They tend to wander around, but they will hang out here. So, for example, we can see the Mischief Sage is hanging out down in her basement here. Oh, You can see a brand new fireplace we have, which I'll show some cool stuff
I
with
can't
that.
wait to show off all the build stuff.
Yeah,
So nice.
there's a lot of build stuff here. And then I believe, yeah, we have another sage here. We have Simon. This is actually, he was modeled after one of our UI engineers. So he is one of the sages.
Mr. Simon Fox.
Yep. And then finally, I believe Morgan actually likes to hang out up here in his sort of little reading study area. He's currently not there. He's probably wandering around. Oh, there's Morgan. Yeah.
Lovely Morgan.
Good old Morgan, our main character.
Good looking sim right there.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and send our sim down. Look back to the Mischief Sage.
Blady wants to know, can you learn all the things?
Yes, you can learn all the things. You can overmax. Oh, look. Actually, 2 sims are dueling it out right now. Woo! Who do you think is going to win?
Who's it gonna be?
I think it's going to be her.
I think Short Skirt's gonna win.
Short skirt. We have names. Minerva and Lakeisha. I think
Lakeisha.
Minerva's totally got this.
All right, come on.
Yeah, the finish.
What a bully.
Crushed it.
Oh.
Okay.
No game sound. We need to get that game sound.
Oh, there's no game sound?
Boo.
Oh no. Okay. I'm hoping that'll come online soon.
There
Steve and Oh. So,
Okay.
I sent my sim to turn in the moat. So she actually just hands over the moats, and now I am worthy enough to become a spellcaster. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to full screen.
Give me keys, Steve. Sorry, Steve's talking in my ear.
Full screen in the game.
Okay.
There we go. Cool. Gotta have a little bit of in-game sound to really, sell this.
So you get a new TNS here. Jillian is now a spellcaster. Nice life moment TNS. And I have a new spell book.
Yeah. In fact, you can see in the bottom, well.
Hold up. We can't see anything. Oh, I see. I see. Hold on. Please hold.
All right.
Please hold. The game's paused.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's amazing.
Is it where? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay, we're just joking. The game's paused. We're getting a little audio for you guys.
Oh, no, what happened? There we go. Why? Steve, are you controlling the game? Don't unpause it. We just lost the moment. It's okay. We just lost the moment. It's fine.
We'll get it back.
We'll bring the moment back.
So, lovely Jillian has officially become a spellcaster.
Yes.
She went on her moat collection quest, proved herself worthy to one of the sages,
Yep.
and became a spellcaster. That is the beginning of the journey. That is how you will take a sim who is not a spellcaster and make them a spellcaster.
Yep. And you can do that with multiple sims. You can have multiple spellcasters in your household. All that great stuff. Are we good? Nope, not yet. Sorry, guys. This is we're still trying to figure out Dave's basement setup. It's not quite the best.
You know, I do what I can. Try to fix it.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I mentioned earlier, another way to become a spellcaster is if you are a high-level spellcaster. I believe maybe level 3.
No, so
two levels between.
I think it's actually a level 4 spell you learn.
Okay.
So a level 4 spell is actually you can learn the Rite of Ascension, which allows you to actually turn other sims into spellcasters. So you will eventually, if you're powerful enough, get that power to do that, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and make one of your sims a master spellcaster and go around and just turn all your other sims into spellcasters instantly.
Could I unbecome a spellcaster?
Yeah, you can. If you're tired of the ways of magic and being a spellcaster, you can actually go to any of the 3 sages and request Rite of Dissolution, which that means they will just remove the power from you and you'll just return to a normal sim.
Cool.
Yep.
And then I can always go back to a spellcaster if I want to, right?
You can flip, flop, snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. Yeah.
We're
almost there.
In fact, I happen to know, like, if you happen to get cursed and you can't quite get the right potion or spell to get that curse off you, unbecoming a spellcaster is a
good
nice
loophole.
way.
Curses are tied to the magical arts, so if you remove the magical arts from your sim, the curses come with you.
It's easy.
That's
It's
nice.
a small price to pay.
That's a little dev loophole there. That's nice. I like that.
It's not a loophole. Absolutely not. In fact,
I don't think the high magicians are going to enjoy that.
In fact, we actually put on cooldown. Once you become a spellcaster, there's a period of time
So you can't go
where you
back-
can't become a spellcaster again. So if you try to use the unbecoming a spellcaster to be a curse removal exploit, the game will kind of slow you down and say, you know, you're going to have to wait a little while before you can turn back into a spellcaster.
Yep, for sure. I think we're getting close. We're getting close. We're watching the chat, so if you guys have any questions we can maybe answer really quick, feel free to throw them out. I think I saw one about cats. If you have cats and dogs, you can absolutely set a cat or a dog as a familiar. They get a cool little glow EV effect, yep. And a new interaction. You'll actually be able to send them out to go forage for magical ingredients, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So a nice little nod to cross-pack stuff there.
Any new tattoos? No new tattoos.
No,
in this pack.
we just have the face paint stars and moons and stuff.
Are we going to end up putting this house on the gallery?
Yeah, we can probably add it to the gallery. I can see if Morgan can show me how to do that, all that fun stuff.
Cool.
Can
we list all the familiars? So we'll definitely show you familiars. There's
as soon as we get the game back, we're gonna show you all the cool things. I swear.
We have 11 different familiar types, and again, we try to hit a couple of different styles. So whatever kind of story you're telling, whatever kind of spellcaster you want, old school, more modern, somewhere in between, goth, we have a familiar for you.
Yep.
And when I say there's 11 familiar types, that doesn't mean there's 11 total familiars. You can actually collect multiples of the same type because you can rename and set your own name for familiars. So you can have, you know, a library of wildly different familiar types, or I could have 10 fairies, 10 dragons, all with different names.
Yeah. And honestly, that ability to protect you from death is very cool, because you'll notice, like, as a spellcaster, death is always looming because you're constantly manipulating that charge meter of your magical charge, and you can find yourself overwhelmed with magic very quickly.
Totally. Now, there's a couple of questions of, you know, we have these 3 schools of magic. So again, do I kind of opt into one kind of path and I have to go down that? Or if I was interested in multiple kind of schools, how would I go about learning those?
So basically the styles of magic is a very light term for school of magic, right? So you're not actually just going down one path for spells. You can actually collect everything. Again, once we get the game back, I will show you the spell book, and it's no audio. Sorry, Steve's in my ear.
That's fine. We're not going to get audio, but I think with this delay, people don't care about audio anymore.
They're like,
get your ugly mugs off the screen and get back to the game.
Okay, cool. So Jillian is a spellcaster. She has a cool new life moment TNS, and she gets the spell book.
Right, and what I was referring to earlier is if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you're going to see on the motive panel, you actually have a nice new little call out for your spellcaster icon.
We'll get there in a sec on what the new update to the needs panel is for spellcasters. But first, I really want to show off sort of the bread and butter of being a spellcaster, and that is your spell book. So we have this really cool new UI. I loved what the UI team did. They did an excellent job here. It looks amazing. It really shows off like what being a spellcaster is about. So you can see these 4 sort of schools of magic. You will slowly be filling these bars up with the number of spells. So you can see that practical magic has 9. We have 7 for mischief, and then the other numbers down here.
So don't look again. What's the total? Antonio's not the greatest with the maths.
I don't know. There's so many numbers in our game. We're constantly looking at numbers. Anyways, even looking at it, I can't do math that fast.
24 spells, 15 new potions. So we're riding about that kind of 40 capacity is what we're about.
So let's go ahead and just jump through the spellbook really quick to show you what it's about. So you can either access the various styles or the categories by clicking on these little bubbles here, or these cool little tabs down here will just take you directly to them.
Yeah, so every time you learn a new spell, it's going to tell you right here at the main menu that it'll start glowing it, that you have a new spell here. You can check it out.
Yep. So we'll go ahead and walk through the practical magic bits. We're not going to show you everything. We're just going to quickly shuffle and page through this, but you can see each spell is sort of like hinted at a little bit. You don't quite know exactly what it does. There's little question marks under here, but like Repario, I wonder what that does. Maybe it fixes things. Maybe it just makes things explode. Who knows? And then if we jump back over to Mischief, you can see a couple other spells here. So like Morphiate, you saw this one in the trailer. This actually allows you to change Sims into various objects, which is cool. Strangify is really fun. We won't go into too much detail there. And then we have our Untamed style of magic. And I saw a couple people in chat talking about Elemental. So Untamed is all about like harnessing the ultimate power of magic. And these are your sort of elemental spells. So you have Inferniate, Zip Zap, Chillio. You can minionize, de-deathify, which is probably one of the coolest spells.
Yeah.
You can basically just turn a ghost into a normal sim. Like, you don't have to go through the ambrosia or death writing or anything. You just like point at a ghost and you're like, and you're not dead anymore.
Versus Necrocall is more about going to a tombstone or an urn and actually calling forth the ghost.
So one of the like a little dev tip here, one of the coolest combos is you can use the Necrocall to just pull a ghost out and you immediately de-deathify them to turn them back into a normal sim.
Which I've found very helpful
for playtesting.
When I've killed my poor sims by casting too many spells too quickly and having a death by overload.
Yep, for sure.
Definitely helps bring them back.
Yeah. And then Duplicado, you saw this in the trailer. The sim basically just duplicates themselves and sends them to go clean or, you know, do their dastardly deeds.
So you'll see there's those little tabs at the bottom, the little bookmarks that Antonio's using to kind of quickly skip to each school of magic, and then you have the little left and right page turners, so you can actually scroll within the pages of a specific school.
So you have these little buttons on the side here. So there's tons of potions. So there's multiple pages of this. So, you know, you see things like Potion of Perk Purging. This actually allows you to respec your spellcaster. If you've bought a couple perks you don't like, you just chug this thing down, you can reset your perks, which is very helpful. Potion of Rejuvenation. That's really nice. Forced Friendship. We have some relationship manipulation potions. Of course, you can't have potions without a love potion, right? So
of course.
We have a love potion. We also have this potion called Potion of Forced Friendship. And when you drink this basically turns you into like a silver-tongued like speech master where you can walk up to someone and you basically just tell them whatever and they instantly become your friend, which is really cool. Great for if you don't like relationship grinding. You just use this guy. Cool. So that is the spell book. The next thing I'll actually let Dave talk to this a little bit.
Cool.
Sort of motive updates here.
So you see a new motive panel. It looks pretty familiar. You know, you still have your six motives.
Familiar or familiar? Familiars follow you.
Familiar.
Sorry.
Looks pretty familiar.
There it is.
With one kind of big change up at the top there. So you'll see this little, you know, bobble up on top, and if you mouse over that, that is your new spellcaster charge. So this is all about magical energy.
Yep.
Now, unlike some of the other motives, this is not when this is totally empty, it's good, and when it's totally full, it's bad. It's a little different. Can you go ahead and just kind of click?
Yeah, sure.
So as you're casting spells, you're going to see this meter kind of charging up. And you're going to hit different states of this meter. So every time you mouse over that, it'll kind of tell you where you're at and what this means. And if I'm to kind of simplify it down in as few words as possible, which I'm not good at, I would say what the thing is it's a push your luck mechanic.
Yeah.
So as you're casting spells, as your charge is growing, it's actually going to be kind of beneficial to your spells. It will assist you.
You see my sim's actually getting a buff here because of it.
Exactly. But with that raw, untamed kind of power coursing through your veins, you run some risks as well. So you definitely, as you start getting up there, you can get overcharged.
Yep.
And overcharge kind of serves as a warning that you're kind of pushing it right now.
Yeah.
You need to be careful. Now, if you push it a little bit farther,
you could.
bad things happen.
Yes.
We do have a new death type in the game, death by overload.
Yep.
So I would definitely say use that cautiously. With great power comes great responsibility, right?
And you saw me sort of like clicking around here. Again, we have a build with cheats just to make sure we can show you all the cool stuff. You won't be able to like click this so easily. There's actually some game mechanics behind it.
So that's the major difference of the motive panel. Now at the bottom there, you're going to find a couple of pieces of information. So that little bar that you're seeing, this is kind of your current spellcaster rank.
Yep.
So the left side is the rank that you're currently at. We're an entry-level apprentice right now. And the right side is your next rank up, with the bar being what's your current progress. So the more you do magic-y things, the more magic-y experience you're going to get.
Spellcaster XP.
And the more magic-y bar, your magic-y bar goes up.
Yep. And tell us about this talent points and spellcaster perks.
Cool, so talent points. This is lovely. So anybody that's played vampires, this is pretty familiar. In the vampires pack, this is where you'd buy all your powers, and also where you'd kind of gain some weaknesses. Similar, although we've already seen that all of the spells are kind of separated into their own kind of spell book. So this is not about, you know, power collection. This is more about modification to those powers. So you're going to find these, you know, kind of different tracks. Now these 3 tracks on the left-hand side are all kind of track-related perks. And by that I mean, if you wanted to, get Mix Master there, which is, the fourth one up that middle track, you're going to have to purchase those 3 beneath it. So you will have to kind of work your way up.
And they're all related. So it actually, it probably benefits you to follow a specific track when you're first starting out.
In fact, do you want to close this down real fast and switch over to our other guy just so we can kind of see?
Let's actually bring him here.
Actually see this in a little bit better state.
So this is our high-level spellcaster we just switched to. He's got all the things.
Absolutely. So you'll notice that the bar on the left is filled up. He's kind of a top-level rank right now, and each rank that you're kind of unlocking is unlocking those perks beneath it. So that's the first thing. If you're a brand new spellcaster, you actually can't purchase any perks. You gotta work at your kind of basic level magic at first in order to kind of rank up and start getting access to these perks.
Yeah.
Now, I said those first 3 columns are all about kind of progressive perk unlocks. This
whole area
middle
here.
one and the 2 right columns. Now, these are all kind of like unlocked. The only
you can mix
restriction
and match
here is, are you at the right spellcaster level to purchase these? But beyond that, if I'm spellcaster level 5 and I have access to those top track perks, I can buy that freely without buying the ones underneath it.
Yeah, so I would say like some of the best early perks are Experimenter. This basically just helps you level up faster. This Discharge one is super helpful. So like if you're pushing your charge meter too far, you get a new interaction in your sim to dispel that magical energy, which is really cool.
Safe.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and switch back and show a little bit of this gameplay here. So Jillian just started out. So the first thing I'm going to have her do is actually head to Caster's Alley, because that's sort of the one-stop shop for everything magic. So it's the best place to go to start off.
Right. I mean, we're a spellcaster now, but we don't really know much. We don't really know any spells. I believe I can practice kind of spellcasting right now. Maybe learn something that way.
Yeah, so a couple ways to learn spells. You could purchase spell books directly from this shop. You could practice magic. You can practice each style if you only want to progress a certain style. Or you can even just search bookshelves in the Magic HQ, and you'll find spell books that way. If you go ahead and read a spell book, you'll actually learn that spell.
Now, if I'm requesting training from like a higher level spellcaster, will that unlock spells for me, or is that mostly spellcaster experience?
So there are 3 special spells that are only available from each of the 3 sages. So like the highest level spell from the Mischief side is only available from Faba. She will teach you that one spell.
So there is still more to learn from these sages.
Exactly. So here we are at the Wand Tomes and Familiar shop. I really love what we named this, and we can look at it once we buy something. And then, so here I'm actually I'll probably buy the Bone Wand. I really like that. And then from my familiar orbs, do we do the Raven, Skull? I really like Butterfly.
Chat, what do you guys want, chat? Butterfly, Raven, or Skull?
Okay, we'll give it a 5 count. And then I'm gonna go ahead and buy some books here. So maybe...
So these tomes are going to teach me specific spells, is that correct?
Yeah.
So the Tome of Plentiful Needs, that's going to teach me Plentiful Needs?
Yeah, so this will actually... So you can see the book here. This is actually related to the potions style of magic. So each book has a sort of logo or a rune on it to tell you which side it's part of. So like this is our Mischief tome. It'll actually teach you the spell of Furio. But because it says I need a rank Acolyte, I won't be able to actually read that yet.
Got it.
But I will be able to read this, the Tome of Plentiful Needs, which is probably one of the most powerful potions in the game. I really like that.
Chat's totally cannot decide they are there.
We're going with Butterfly.
Let's go with all of them. Buy them all.
Buy them all? Okay. I mean, we'll show them all eventually.
Okay, fine. Do it.
All right, we'll have them.
And no wands.
No wands.
No wands? You don't want to buy a wand?
I did. I bought one.
Okay, great.
So the TNS here, this shop is called the One-Stop Wand Warehouse. Wands Wonderful One-Stop Wand Warehouse.
I love it.
It's great.
I'm easy to please, and that pleases me.
This is
so very much.
This is a shout out to our one of our designers on our team, Juan. He will forever live in this shop now. That's his astral projection, actually. That's. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and buy some brooms.
So these shops, they definitely cycle their wares. You're not going to find the same
every day,
all the time. So I would definitely encourage people to kind of check back, see what's happening, see what's new on the market.
So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the gnarled broom. Again, we can't not do funny Sims humor. We actually turned our magic mop or our regular mop into a magic mop. That
it's always been magic.
We just didn't know.
We just unlocked it.
Yeah, we didn't know it was really magic. But yeah, you can.
Are you gonna buy the magic mop?
Sure, why not? I'll buy everything. I did cheat some money, so why not?
So what are all these crystals for? Crystals have been in the game for quite a while now.
Oh yeah,
why do we care about them as spellcasters?
So crystals are actually one of the main ingredients for potions. So you'll be using crystals quite a bit to craft some of the more powerful potions.
So if I understand correctly, spells I need to unlock, and then it basically just costs magical energy in order to cast spells. In order to use potions, I'm going to have to collect ingredients and mix those in the cauldron.
Yep, exactly. So also I love that the potion agent shop always sells death flower, so that's a really good way to access death flower, although it's 1,200 simoleons, which is insane.
I've never had a problem with it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get a potato, why not? And then trout, let's buy trout, and zombie Carl. So potions, funny thing, sort of going along with the humor of like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you can actually use various objects like fish, and I think zombie Carl is actually one of the ingredients for the de-deathify potion. So you get like Carl zombie, I thought it was funny. Eric did a good job with the ingredients. But yeah, and then if you don't want to actually go down the potion route, if you don't want to tell that story of being a potion crafter, you can always come here and buy the potion of perk purging, which is just a helpful potion. This allows you to clear your witch perks to respec.
Can I give the potions I make to other, like another sim in my household? Can I make them drink it? Can I make them keep it in their inventory?
One of my favorite things we also added is if you, actually let's jump back in here. If you level all the way up down this center track, which is the potion track, if you get to the very top, you'll unlock this new perk called Potent Potables, which actually gives you the ability to hex your potions. So you can hex a potion and it'll always do the failed outcome of the potion, so you can really mess with people, which is fun.
So just to go into that a little bit deeper, so there's points of failure to pretty much anything you do in this pack. So with cauldron, with potion crafting at the cauldron, there's a chance that you could fail at making it.
Yep.
There's also a chance that when you drink it, it fails.
Yep.
So the hex is basically guaranteeing the negative effect, which is messed up.
Yeah, it's great.
Because, like,
it's fun.
Chat, please use that responsibly. I don't want to see everybody throwing the worst potions in the world at every sim. That's so mean.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and have Jillian start reading this tome that she just bought. You can see we have a new book. It's actually a lot bigger. And I think it's at level 3 or 4 as a spellcaster. We have a new read animation. And it's really cool. The sim will actually like hover and levitate the book.
Yeah, nobody wants to
flutter the pages.
Read these books like a peasant. I want to see the cool one.
Yeah, it is very cool. So we'll go ahead and speed through this. While she's reading that, let's go ahead and switch over to Reginald, who's just chatting it up over here. So he actually has all the spells unlocked. So if we go into his spell book, we can see these bars are completely maxed out. He has everything unlocked. So we'll show you some high-level gameplay here. So while Jillian's reading, we're going to go ahead and mess with some people with some spells. But first off, let's go ahead and click here, and let's get a familiar on him, right? So let's go ahead and summon a familiar.
Yep. So familiars, you buy those little crystals, or you find those crystals in various locations, and they'll be in your inventory. You can pull them out, you can decorate, and at any point in time, you can click on those little crystals and bind them.
Yep.
Once they are bound to your sim, they are now able to be summoned. You can summon one familiar at a time. You can freely change between them, and you can see here Antonio has collected quite a few familiars and given them their names.
We got one of all the things. Here's all the familiars you can have. Which one should we do? There's a lot. I'm not going to throw it out to chat because I don't know if they could make up their mind on this, but the dragon one is really cool.
Let's do the dragon.
I really like the dragon. Look at this little guy.
There he is.
He breathes fire. Hold on, let me put the walls up. Whoop, walls up.
So these little familiars, as long as you have them summoned, they're going to follow you around wherever you go. They're going to help protect you. By protecting, I mean if you do anything that gets you into major trouble and death comes a-knocking, this little familiar is going to protect you, make sure death cannot reap your soul, and bring you right back to life.
Exactly.
They do get tired, though, so if they protect you, you better watch out for a little while. Don't push it again.
They can't do it too many times at once.
Exactly.
Let's see where Jillian's almost done with this book. So let's go ahead and maybe summon one other one just to show it off.
Yeah, the other major benefit of familiars is they will give you increased talent points when you rank up. So having one out, they will definitely help imbue additional magical property on you and let you get some of those talent perks a little bit faster.
Yeah. So you can actually see that Reginald's glowing here. He has one of the perks that helps him protect against overcharge in the magic realm. That's what that little glow is. So here's the fairy familiar. She's pretty cool.
And yes, if you do have the cats and dogs pack, you can absolutely denote your pet
as a familiar.
Correct. So a cat can be, you can have that classic black cat familiar.
Yep.
I can have my golden retriever familiar.
Exactly.
Pets will get an additional little benefit in addition to what we just talked about as benefits to familiars. With your cat and dog familiar, you can actually send them away on little forage missions.
Yeah.
So they'll go and they'll bring back some handy little items for you for your magic use.
Yep, it's really nice. And then here, of course, we can't leave out Void Critters. Here's Voidy. He's floating on his little cloud. He's so cute. Looks like Jillian has actually finished her reading the potion recipe, and she's learned it. She's learned the potion of plentiful needs. So let's go ahead and bring her back over here. Oh, actually, before I do that, we just bought a whole bunch of good stuff. Let's go ahead and put that, or equip all that stuff. So like Dave was mentioning, when you buy a familiar, you get this little orb. You're gonna click it and bind it. And then here you have a chance to name it. Let's name him Evil. Ooh, this keyboard's real laggy.
And at any time, you can also unbind these familiars, turn them back into their crystal form. I really like decorating my buildings with it. I find them very cool looking.
So we're gonna go ahead and summon him. Whoop. So you can see there that she was actually casting without a wand. She was using her open hand. So we'll show that in a sec. So
that's totally by default, right?
Yeah.
They'll always use hand magic by default unless you dictate otherwise.
Yep. So here's we call it Butterfly. I really like this one. This one's very cool.
Evil.
Yeah.
Oh, he's evil.
He's really cute. So I did buy some wands and brooms. One of the cool new things we got too is actually some stackable stuff in your inventory. So when all your brooms and wands will have their own little stacks. So when you collect multiple brooms here, you'll see they stack up, and you just click this and you can select one. So I'm gonna run the always use broom. So this will actually make it so anytime I run travel, my sim will always prefer to use their broom. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and set the gnarled broom as my favorite because I have multiples. I want to make sure she's always using that one. Actually, let's do the magic. Let's do the mop.
Let's do it.
I like the mop. And then I did buy a wand. So very similar to brooms, I'm going to select always use wands, which means anytime my sim casts magic, they will always prefer to use a wand in their hand. And then I'm going to set this one as my favorite, so they make sure to always use that.
Now, both the wands and the brooms, they can be pulled out of your inventory. They can also decorate your house. All of the brooms will attach to the wall. Wands can be kind of placed freely in the world, or we have a great little collection display case that you can put on tables and display your favorite wand there.
So we're gonna go ahead and hop on our flying mop here. And we're gonna take off. Oh no!
Whoa!
So she is a low-level spellcaster, which means she might fail sometimes flying the broom. She's gonna attempt to take off here.
She held on. She made it.
Yeah, a little crash landing.
A little Great American Hero-esque. Yeah. That's an old reference.
I don't know. I don't know if chat knows what that is.
I don't think anybody knows what that is.
Anyways, the reason why we came back here is to actually start our journey as a spellcaster. We just learned our first potion.
So we can cook mac and cheese!
Oh, that's right. Let me actually show that off. So this is the cauldron. We have two versions of the cauldron. I know people were talking about that. We have a more like rusted, kind of old school style cauldron.
Hut cauldron.
Yeah. And then we have our fancy like crystal magic cauldron. I really like this one.
Mansion cauldron.
What one?
Mansion.
Mansion cauldron.
Mansion cauldron.
Oh, like
one's high class and...
Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and brew the potion of plentiful needs. So my sim will come over here. You can actually have up to 4 sims brewing on the cauldron at the same time. So if I switch over to Reginald here, oh no, wait, she swooped on my cauldron.
Ooh, get out of here.
Get out of here, lady.
Get out of here.
Hello. Come on, there we go. I was fighting over a cauldron for a little bit. Okay, so she just started brewing. So if I actually click on or switch to Reginald and click on the cauldron here, I can send him over to help her brew, and he will actually speed up the process. So she'll brew faster. Look, they got their little familiars. They're brewing, hanging out. So you can see that he's using his wand. He's doing really fancy animations.
Ooh, he just lit that cauldron with the wand. Awesome.
She's a low-level spellcaster, so she's kind of, just helping out, throwing a couple things there. She's using the stick with her hand. If we see Reginald use the stick, he actually
magically
stirs it. I think, it's like one of these pictures over here. So we'll go ahead and speed through this a little bit. So you can see our cauldrons bubbling, familiars are hanging out. Yeah, so right there you can see he's actually stirring with a magic wand. And she's just using her hand like a low-level little peasant here. We're almost there. So each potion you craft in the cauldron will actually yield 4 servings of it. So you don't have to like constantly make these potions. Oh, it looks like she just leveled up. So, oh, and then the void critters are actually saying...
Giving a little encouragement.
Yeah.
Your void critters will definitely, each different type of familiar kind of has different personality. Yeah. They're going to give you little words of encouragement or warnings or insults depending on what your sim is doing.
Yeah, exactly. So my sim actually just leveled up here. So I'm going to go ahead and, she has a perk point. I'm going to open up this perk panel here. And let's go ahead and get, we're going to send her down the brewing path, right?
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get Blender Arm. This will actually speed up the time it takes to brew potions.
Ancient title, good old Blender Arm.
Yeah. I'm going to speed through this a little faster. We're almost there. Come on. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
We failed. It is a hard, uh-oh.
Oh. Okay, well, so there is the concept of curses in the game.
Yes.
So what are curses? Well, curses are negative things.
Yep. Kind of like vampire weaknesses.
Kind of like vampire weaknesses.
Yeah.
But maybe a little bit more like the get famous quirks.
Yep.
In-game actions are going to kind of trigger these curses on your sim. You can have up to 3 curses at once, although I will say they don't trigger too heavily.
No, yeah.
It is, you know, a bit rare.
They're passing out.
Oh,
they have brewed some toxic sludge.
That is not good. That is not good. Failing to make spells, failing to drink, or failing to cast spells, failing to make potions, failing to drink potions can all result in a chance of a curse.
Yep. You can actually see the effects of the curse taking place immediately.
What curse do we have on us right now?
We have the curse of unwarranted hostility.
So for some reason, everybody just wants to be mean to you and start fights with you.
So this is gonna be a bit of a challenge. So now I have to try to find some way to clear this curse. Luckily, I have a high-level spellcaster here.
There should be no fighting in Magic HQ. Do you see the little guy on the couch? He is not, he's a little surprised by what's going on.
So I think I have one of these. I think I have the Decursify. Oh, actually,
happy about it.
I do have a spell. I have spell of Decursify, which is actually pretty helpful.
Okay.
Maybe, oh, there it was, Curse Cleansing.
Yeah, so I would definitely recommend being ready to uncurse yourself or decurse yourself, whether through potion or spell.
Yep.
Because curses don't go away.
No.
They're not a time thing.
They never
they
go
will
away.
stay with you forever.
Yep.
It's not going to grind your game to a halt, but it's definitely going to add a little bit of pushback, a little bit of challenge. So it is something that you'll probably want to deal with.
So you can see Reginald here, again, high-level spellcaster. He's clicking on my low-level spellcaster, and he has all these new magic interactions here. So I can actually train her up in the magical arts. But the thing I'm going to help her out with is with her curse. So I'm going to go ahead and use the potion of curse cleansing. So we'll go ahead and give that to her, and hopefully it works after they stop fighting.
After this fight.
She is struggling. Yeah, she won that one, though. That's good.
God as a Girl asks, can you have multiple curses? Yeah, you can have three max curses on you at any one time.
Your game gets real hard if you have curses.
Three curses is going to be tough. You're not going to be doing what you want to do, that's for sure.
Man, I really hope this works. If it doesn't work, hey, success.
Simingale says, can I have more multiple curses at once? Yeah, you can. You can have three curses at once.
3 curses. Yeah, so now I successfully drank that potion. Thankfully, I had that on hand. Now you'll see the curse is gone. So I no longer actually have that curse anymore, which is really helpful.
Yep. Hi again, Dramikins. It's nice to see you. Been seeing you all day. Wants to know how many different curses are there. I believe off the top of my head, there's about 10 different curses.
Yep. So let's try this again. Now she has Blender Arm. So now it actually should help speed up the process quite a bit. So I should be able to crank this out pretty fast. Yeah, you can see, look at that bar. It's like cranking up. So I definitely recommend if you're going the potion route, get that Blender Arm perk. It is super helpful. It's taking like half the time. Oh no, she is really struggling on this one.
Yeah, make some mac and cheese. Like, let's do something that we can do successfully.
We can actually succeed in?
We can make mac and cheese. That sounds delicious.
Okay. She's passed out right now. She actually passed out everyone. Yeah, so I guess she's struggling a little bit today. She's gonna chill out and make some mac and cheese.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now, mac and cheese,
going to soothe.
Anybody can use the cauldron to make mac and cheese. You don't have to be a spellcaster, so it's absolutely worth every simoleon just for that.
I am happy to say this thing is fully functional off the grid. So if you are trying to tell that off the grid story and you don't want to use a stove or any sort of cooking or kitchen appliance, put a cauldron down.
Mac cheese forever.
Yeah, you can totally be that hermit in the woods that's just brewing. So I think the 3 recipes you can make, you can do mac and cheese, cioppino, and chili. Those are the 3 recipes you can cook in the cauldron. So let's go ahead and have her finish this. The one thing I do want to show is if you brew something in the cauldron or make food in the cauldron, it actually yields 12 servings.
What quality is that? Ooh.
It's poor quality. Ooh. It's not great, but she ate 1 and there's 11 servings left. So one thing in the cauldron is actually enough to literally feed an army of Sims.
And who doesn't want 11 servings of poor quality mac and cheese?
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and let her eat that. Let's discard this. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. If it doesn't work, I think she's not meant to be a potion brewer. Let's have her do it on her own.
Not now.
Maybe Reginald was messing with her. Maybe he just was messing up the whole thing. Oh, this keyboard! I keep like slightly touching these keys and it pauses.
Click.
Pauses the game. Okay, come on, come on.
So one cool thing. So,
hey!
Okay, never mind. We'll tell you cool thing later.
I mean, go ahead. You can.
No.
So you can actually leave potions in the cauldron. You can actually just drink straight from it, and that'll consume 1 serving of the potion. Or you can bottle up single potions, or just bottle up everything at once, which I actually typically like to do. I'm just gonna bottle this up, and
Ooh, do you want to pull a couple of potions out and just show them?
Oh, sure, yeah. So the potions actually have these cool effects when they're sitting in the world. I actually did this. I created a basement cauldron sort of brewing area, and I have a wall full of the cauldrons, and they all are emanating these really cool effects. So that's fun.
Somebody wants to know, can the potions spoil, or will they stay good forever?
Potions will stay good forever. They are imbued with magic. They never spoil. And anything cooked in the cauldron, as long as it's in the cauldron still, it'll never spoil.
Cool. Can you sell the potions?
Yeah, you can sell potions. You can sell wands. So you can actually make your own wand and broom shop if you have Get to Work, the retail pack.
This lot size, I think this lot size is 40 by 40?
Yeah, I believe it's 40 by 40. Cool. So we've gone ahead and done Potion of Plentiful Needs, which is super helpful. So anytime your needs are low, you can just chug that thing down.
Can we curse non-spellcasters? So you can actually curse another sim. The curses are always self-inflicted onto the spellcaster. But what you can do is you can create hexed potions and give those to anybody and make them kind of drink the bad potions.
Yep. And again, the only way to hex a potion is to get that final perk in the potion brewing track. So you really want to work for that if you're going to play that game.
Totally.
So I'm going to show off a little dueling a little bit because that's always fun to do. So while you're in the magic realm, you actually get 2 interactions. You can challenge to magic duel at the dueling grounds, and this will actually automatically send you and the other sim to the dueling grounds location. Awesome. Or you can just challenge to a normal magic duel, and this will just duel anywhere you have a room. So when you click on this, you can actually do a couple versions of duel. So you can do a heated duel if you really want to stick it to that person that's been annoying you all day. Yep. You can do a friendly duel. This will actually just build friendly relationship and sort of give you a little magical XP. You can duel for knowledge, which actually can teach you new spells, potion recipes. Duel for ingredients, which will actually give you potion ingredients. And finally, my favorite, which is duel for artifacts. And this actually gives you a chance to get brooms, wands, or familiars from the person you dueled if you win.
Familiar?
Familiar. No, we're doing this now. It's coming back.
Familiar?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and duel for knowledge and see what kind of spells this sim can teach me. Oh no! What happened?
I think you just hit the wrong.
No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. We're back.
Okay.
Okay.
Go, Steve.
I think something weird happened with the game. Hold on. Let's do this really fast. Sorry, we got to cue that up again. I actually love it too. The way this lot is built, Sims will actually prefer to duel in the center of this dueling area, which is really cool. So you'll constantly see Sims sort of pairing off in a heated match.
Yep.
Oh, I did artifact. Hold on, sorry. Let's do.
What do you want to do? Heated?
Knowledge. I want to see if maybe I can get a spell this way. So she's going to go ahead and talk to her. Now they're going to challenge off in a duel. They'll go route to somewhere with a little more room. Perfect, outside. So we're going to have our Sims face off. Who do you think is going to win?
Jillian, she's not doing great.
I mean, she just leveled up. She just leveled up, so it's already not looking good though.
She needs a win. Come on,
Yeah.
Jillian, pull it out.
She's been having a rough go.
She's having a rough go.
We'll see.
People want to
Jillian.
know, can you lose your broom to dueling?
No, you cannot. People cannot steal stuff from you. Oh, she did it! Hey!
Yeah, pulling it out.
Let's see what I won.
Nice.
What did I get? Oh, nice. She taught me the spell of Deliriate. That's could be fun. So let's go ahead and try out our new spell.
Cool. And you saw, or maybe some of you saw, there was like a little spell book that kind of floated on the Sim's head. That's kind of the call out for learning, or not learning a new spell, but gaining some magical experience. You'll actually see that over your Sim's head.
Very similar to vampires and how that worked. So I learned a new spell. I learned Deliriate. So we're gonna go ahead and just test it on the Sim that taught it to me.
Why not?
So when you go into the pie menu, I've been clicking on it a couple times, but you actually have this new category. It's nicely housed all of our brand new magic interactions, and there's a lot of them from
There's
spells.
a lot of them.
So if I click in here, and I only know one spell right now, so that's on the top menu. If I know more, there'll be one more thing that says spells, and here's all your spells. So let's go ahead and try Deliriate and see what happens. So she's gonna go ahead and cast it. It looked like it failed, so you can see this black plume of smoke here. And there's actually gonna be backfire effects. So you can see that I tried to Deliriate. Oh, why game? Okay. I tried to Deliriate this Sim, but actually backfired and Deliriated my Sim. So now I have a foggy mind.
What causes backfires?
So your skill level will actually cause a spell to backfire. If you're attempting to perform a higher level spell than you are
And not skill level,
spellcaster.
you're talking about your spellcaster level?
Yeah, your spellcaster level, sorry. So Deliriate is actually a higher level spell. Because I learned it from someone else, I'm actually okay doing it. But when I try to cast it, there's a chance it could blow back in my face because it's something that I'm not ready to learn yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to just ask one of these sages to see if she can teach me anything.
Chat wants to know if you can cast Repario on the keyboard to stop killing the game.
I don't know, man. This keyboard is driving me mad. So I'm clicking on one of the sages here. So as I mentioned before, the ask for Rite of Dissolution, this is how you remove the spellcaster occult from your Sim.
Yep.
You can also ask for magical training. I think what I want to do is I want to have her teach me a mischief magic spell. So we're gonna go ahead and route down to her chambers, or she's gonna come up and teach us here.
She comes to me.
She comes to me, yeah. Oh no! So it looks like I'm not high enough relationship with her yet. So let's go ahead and just get to know her a little bit more. She doesn't quite trust me, so she doesn't want to teach her magical arts to me yet.
Cool.
I mean, it doesn't take too much. Maybe just a couple socials should do
Just a
it.
couple of dev cheats, we'll get it right up
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I'll just do
Alright,
one or two socials. It should be
Play
fine.
naturally. You're good.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I cheat quite a bit. Oh, she just didn't want to talk to me anymore. She was like, nah, we're good. We're good. Let's enthuse about the outdoors in her basement. Make her just feel terrible. It's great. Okay, so that should be enough. I'm gonna go ahead and try this one more time. Let's do mischief magic.
Can sages die?
Sages can die. Yeah. You can also marry or build a relationship with sages. If you return, sages always have someone next in line to fill their spot. So if a sage ever has to go somewhere else for personal reasons,
There are
they
no
got
married sages. If you choose to, become married, they're gonna be removed from sagehood.
Exactly. So yeah, the Magic Realm always has an underling ready to step up. They have to be there to keep this place in check, or otherwise it'll fall apart.
Correct.
So looks like it was a success. Did I get it? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh no, that was the last one.
Spellcasters and other occult types, no, you can't be a vampire spellcaster. You can't be a mermaid spellcaster. Just like the other occults, you can only be one at a time.
Yep, exactly. All right, so I just learned Desperio from her. It's a mischief spell. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this, and let's try it out. Boop. So that one looked like it worked, but it looks like she's too powerful of a sage to really have any effect on me. Maybe let's go try and find a more junior spellcaster. So the best thing about spells is you don't actually have to introduce yourself. You can actually just cast spells however, like from any distance. So let's send my Sim up here.
I don't even know you, but here, fear.
Yep.
Messed up, Antonio.
So she's gonna cast that. Did it hit? Did it hit
Where'd
him?
he go?
Where'd he go? I lost him. Hold on. Oh, this guy. Yeah, there he is. So now he's all sad. he got a little sad. So the mischief spells are all about manipulating emotions of other Sims. So you can make Sims go fight someone else. Yeah. That's one of the higher level spells. So I'm actually going to switch to what is his name, Reginald over here, and we're going to try some higher level fun spells here. So if I click on Morgan, let's go ahead and go into spells, and let's see, do we want to Morpheate Morgan?
Yes.
Let's totally do that.
Yes.
Stop talking. Whoop, oh, hold on, let that go away.
Milestone complete. Good job on the aspiration.
Yay!
Oh, poor Morgan.
Oh, look at his eyes just pulsating here. That's really cool.
What's Morgan gonna turn into?
Boop. Ah!
Hey, he's a fish.
He's a fish. Morgan.
Morgan.
Hey, Morgan.
Oh no.
All right,
is Morgan forever gone?
No, it's a buff, so it'll time out eventually, and Morgan will be able to return to normal.
It's just a little temporary punishment.
Yeah, the first time I learned Morpheate in the game when I was playtesting, I basically did this. I ran around the entire Magic realm and just turned everyone into random things.
I did the same thing.
It was a lot of fun.
I liked it.
So let's do one more. Oh wait, spells. Let's do one last sim. Let's Morpheate this lady here. She doesn't even know what's coming. Boop. Ah, she's a gnome. Oh no. So if you're casting bad spells around people, they'll actually react to that. It's like, hey, you shouldn't be turning other people into random things.
In fact, we're in a very magic-based environment right now, so casting magic, people don't care. You know, if something bad happens, obviously they're reacting. But if I was to go out to one of the other worlds and start casting magic there, I might get some weird looks from people.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and show off some of the elemental spells, which are very fun. Actually, yeah, let's do Inferniate first. So
what could that be?
One of my favorite things to do is you can actually just set Sims on fire. Boop. So they'll put themselves out. You can't.
Can you put them out?
You can put them out. Here, actually,
she's out.
Oh, she's out. She did it.
Can you set her on fire again so we can put her out?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. So this was actually a fun thing we did. If you set someone on fire, you will lose relationship with them. But then if you put them out with Chilio, you gain relationship. So you can actually find an unfortunate soul and just practice setting them on fire and putting them out constantly with no backfires. Yeah. It's a little sadistic. It's okay.
That's what our game is.
All right, so she's gonna catch on. She's gonna catch on fire.
Oh, did it fail? Oh no, it did not.
Hold on, let's see if we can do it. I don't know if we can do it in time. Chilio, she might do it faster. Yeah.
Okay.
So I lost a little bit of rel.
So in that case, Chilio was actually a helpful thing, but
she put herself out. She put herself out before we were able to cast Chilio.
Yeah, well, then that's the non-helpful version.
We'll just walk away over here.
I don't think she's gonna like us.
It's fine. This sim is an evil spellcaster, so we're just fulfilling his destiny here.
And no, to those asking, there's no murder in our game. No. You cannot target and cause kind of instant death, but you definitely can push Sims down certain emotional paths that will more easily lead to death. You can definitely cast fire, not just on Sims, but in the environment that can also lead to death. So again, with great power comes great responsibility. I would certainly hope nobody would ever do that.
Yeah. So I'm going to show off a Furio spell, another mischief spell. You can actually tell other Sims to go fight people. So I clicked on this poor Sim just in the kitchen practicing magic all by himself. He doesn't know what's about to hit him. So my Sim's going to come over here and cast sort of a mind trick spell to have him go fight someone. So I selected the Sim I wanted him to fight. It may have worked. Yeah, there it goes. Here he comes.
While he's walking around, people want to know, can you become a sage?
No, you're not actually allowed to become a sage. The sages, it's a very specific rite of passage in order to become one.
But people want to know, if you die and become a ghost, can you still cast spells?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Actually, what's the benefit from dying of overcharge? Do you remember?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember.
So if you die of overcharge, you actually don't have to worry about dying again from overcharge. So basically your overcharge meter will just cap out and you can just constantly cast spells. So dying of overcharge is actually a super powerful thing for a spellcaster. So you can see Furio actually worked out. These Sims are having at it. This is actually a fun thing to do for streams. I can actually set two Sims and say, like, let's have them fight, and I don't have to even get my Sims involved. So while they're duking it out, let's see what other mischief we can we can cause. You can always click on objects and just have at it and set them on fire. Again, burglarate. So I don't know if you guys watched my my live stream. Are you eating? What is that? You gotta share with them. Watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
I thought they were Sour Patch Kids, but they're Sour Patch Watermelon.
No, they're gross.
Whatever.
So I did a Guru Garage where I was actually playing a family, and they were burglaring everything. Basically, it was a thievery family. I definitely want to try that story again, but with spellcasters, because there's a new spell called Burglarate, and you can actually steal things from long distance. So you're able to like take things without even being caught. So if I click on this object, I can just swipe it out of thin air, boop, and it's in my inventory now, which is great.
Excellent.
Oh, this poor girl. Should we unfreeze her?
No.
Let's just leave her.
Yeah.
Let's just let her hang out.
No.
Oh, look. Now it looks like Morgan. Oh, hey, Steve. You guys can't see Steve. Steve's stealing Dave's Watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
That's fine.
So the buff, Morpheate buff timed out, and Morgan actually just showed back up, kind of looking around a little confused. Wasn't sure what happened.
Chocolate almond?
No, I'm okay. Man, you were just full of snacks today. This girl is like really making routing in this area difficult. Let's go ahead and thaw her out. Yeah, there we go. We'll be nice. We'll thaw her out. Let's see, what else do we want to do here? So there's another spell called Teleport. So if I actually use magic spells, let's go ahead and teleport over here.
Antonio? People want to see build by.
Build by.
People want to see build by.
Okay, should we do it?
Nope.
No.
Just, of course we should do it.
We're
yes.
gonna show all the build by things. So really quick, one other spell that I really like that is super useful. We're not gonna go through all of them because, like we said, there's 24 spells. We want to leave things up to you guys to go after. But I love Delicioso and Grand Delicioso. You can actually just conjure plates of food out of thin air. So this spell is actually super powerful.
I love cooking in real life. I hate cooking in the game, so I use this spell so often.
So I just created a plate of grilled cheese. Let's just do a normal Delicioso. So this is a single serving. Yeah. So it is very helpful. Now, do we go to build by?
Yeah.
What's our time look like?
We got another 30-ish minutes.
We can spend 30 minutes in build by. That sounds great. Okay.
Ooh, world bubble. This is our new world. Hey.
This is the Glimmerbrook world bubble. Look at it. Yay.
You can see the little portal in the background.
Yep. Right there. So we'll go ahead and click in here. This is the world map. I guess I could have started here, but I wanted to start in Cass.
It's fine, man.
So we have Glimmerbrook Watch and then the other lots here. Let's go. Where do we want to go? Let's just do an empty lot.
That's probably well, I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's just go home so we can actually. Okay. Because I definitely want to show the portals, and I want to be able to use my Sims to show how they work.
Awesome.
Yes, you could date Morgan. That's a thing.
Not Sim Guru Morgan, but in-game.
Morgan with a Y. Oh no, it's nighttime. It's okay. So we'll go into build by. We'll show off all that stuff. So I think we added a couple rooms.
We definitely did. If you were to sort by pack there, or filter by pack, you can see that.
Lovely, lovely filters. Boop.
So one of our awesome producers, Joe Acedillo, made these rooms for us. I find them like really awesome, super useful, very easy if you are not as inclined to building and you just want to kind of pull out a quick build.
I've seen a lot of people keying in on these windows. I think they're probably one of my favorite windows we've made.
Oh, the window. So not only are the windows awesome, but all the variants on those windows. So you're gonna find. I mean, you should show them. You gotta show them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
there's plane swatches. There's great
those.
stained glass options. It's very neat.
Okay, let's change the time of day here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. All right, so let's go ahead and just show off some stuff here. So we're gonna put a wall so we can get all the wall things. Let's go to all objects. Realm of Magic is already sorted. Cool. So let's begin the journey through build by. So we have some cool beds. I really love this bed.
That one's awesome. Can you show the variants on that? Just because it's just such.
Yeah, look at all that. That is really cool. Actually, what is I think it's the carrot keys, right? Oop. Nope, not carrot keys. I can't remember the
just mouse over it, it'll tell you.
But yeah, so this one's so cool. I love it. The stained glass. Yeah.
So cool.
So the art style our art director chose for this pack was Art Nouveau. So you'll notice like all of the furniture has sort of curvy edges and it's very flowy. Yeah. And the people that create this Art Nouveau style, they actually hide a lot of the hardware. So like the screws and
You don't
bolts.
see the screws and the rivets and things of that nature. Everything almost feels like it's like carved
Natural.
out of one piece of wood,
Yep.
or it's one piece of fabric.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna go through here and just drop all this stuff out and let you all take it in. Look at these cool little benches. We got some new countertops. Look at that. We got a cool table.
Matching countertops, always nice.
This table is really cool. So like, again, going into that stained glass a little bit with these cool little patterns. Let's see, we got these little end tables to play with, normal tables. This one's really
Magical
cool.
desk.
Yeah, you got a little like portal here kind of swirling around. In live mode, it'll actually animate. Cool, very helpful object. This is a wand display case. So whenever you get wands, you could actually slot the wand in here and display wands all over your house if you want to, or just put your favorite wand in there. From Wand's Wonderful Wand Shop.
Wand's wonderful one-stop wand
Shop?
warehouse.
Wand warehouse. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I like how. So we've even changed the hardware to like something even more ornate between the couple variants here, and there's like some glass panels. Let's see, this little end table here. Did we show?
Hold on, you continue. I will be right back.
Okay. Dave is leaving for a little bit. I don't know where he's going.
I'll be right back.
Okay. He's probably using the restroom somewhere.
Shh, quiet.
So again, going into the stained glass more, really putting a lot of curves and very fancy, ornate textures and stuff on these objects. I see a lot of this stuff working really well with the Fame Pack as well, which is cool. So here are the cauldrons. We have two versions, so the fancy one, the low-end version, and actually if you look at the different variants here, so this is nasty kind of copper molded one. We have a sort of brass molded one. And then this one has, you can even set cauldrons to be your school of magic too if you want. So we have each of the runes on here. So this is the purple one for mischief. And then we have the green cauldron there as well with that rune. And then we have a couple other variants too. And the crystals actually change in some of them to match the colors. So we have a new bar. I really like this bar, super fancy. I like this little like gold sort of brass hand railing here underneath it. Let's just show off a couple of these variants. And we have some new plants in the pack. So we have, I believe, actually I think it's valerian root. And yeah, so here's one of we have mandrake root and valerian root, which are two of the brand new plants in the game. So for you gardening folk, we definitely have something for you. And it really ties into the whole potion brewing aspect of the game as well. So we have some cool posters here to really build out your sort of magic basement or sort of magic crafting area. So we have some with like some potions on it in different colors, some potion recipes like frogs and butterflies. You can see the little mandrake root down there. That's pretty cool. We have this little astral chart showing the moon cycles, which is pretty cool. We have a couple other versions of it too, so like a cool painting of the magic realm if you want to display that. We have a mirror with really, really pretty flowers up there. I really like that. Some variants. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Been doing a lot of talking. We have a bathroom mirror as well that matches nicely with this this countertop here. We're gonna move this painting as well. There we go. So yeah, those will actually match together. We have the color variants to sync up there. And then we have some door framing, some curtains we can put over doors. We have big ones, small ones, doubles, all that fun stuff. Some archways. Boop. And then these rugs, actually let me put this down here. So similar to what we did in Get Famous, these rugs can actually be snapped together to make them longer or shorter, however much you want. I believe the variants in here, yeah, perfect. So the variants here, boop, boop, boop. Let's see, there we go. So yeah, you can actually connect these and you can make them long or short or curved, however you want. We have these cool rugs, and again, all this stuff can just be sized up and sized down like you all are very familiar with. And then this rug is actually not really a rug, but it's sort of just a stone. It looks much better at night. But yeah, this thing glows, has the 3 runes. So my favorite thing to do is like place this and then drop a cauldron in the center and really like sell that fiction of this is my place where I craft potions and stuff. And I think there's multiple variants of this as well. Yeah, so you have like that dark black wood or stone, and then we have a more light stone. What? Did you just get more food, or did you actually go to the
Salted almonds?
restroom? Crazy. All right, let's go ahead and delete this. Let's make some space here. So this fireplace, I'll show you one cool thing with the Furio spell on this in a sec. But yeah, I really love this fireplace. It has a built-in mirror, and of course you can slot things on top of it. The brand new flame is actually blue on it instead of red to match sort of the cauldron that you're using.
Did I miss the fridge and the stove?
No, we're getting there. They're at the
Yay.
bottom. We have cool little herb racks here. So again, building out your potion crafting area. There's some variants here. Oh. Yeah, so you can change the colors of these herbs.
And yeah, I also like those crystals in the fireplace rather than the logs to burn.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice touch.
And then we have some various odds and ends you can plop around on tables. We have this cool little fountain here. We have a little sort of display case. I actually really like this. It has some of the variants on it. You actually have, we changed the interior. So like this one has potion ingredients. I think one version has some wands. Are there any wands placed? Oh no, it's just potion ingredients and then the sort of like asteroid map. And then we have this little armoire full of more potion ingredients and odds and ends.
Apothecary chest or
little medicine cabinet. And then here's a little bassinet. Cute little bassinet.
So yeah, if you have a spellcaster baby,
Yeah,
this is the bassinet that you will get.
cute little bassinet. Has various colors to it too for the dark bassinet.
Yeah, and I really like the sheer kind of fabric. You can actually see through it.
Yep. And then this cool little crystal here, little floating crystal. You can just place some cool little decoratives.
Little clutters.
And then these lamps, they actually have flames. Oh. And again, yes, a lot of the objects that are meant to work off the grid. So for example, this thing will, you don't have to worry about electricity. It'll just ignite the flame. Same with this deal here too. This will work off the grid as well. And then we have some ceiling lamps. Let me just quickly snap a room down. Boop. Boop. Cool. Nope.
So every time you put down a room, do you make that noise?
I do. Boop, 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 boop. I make a lot of noises when I play our game. I don't know why. So yeah, here's a new lamp. Let me actually put it to nighttime.
Can spellcasting be passed down to children? So that's a really good question, Kaif. In a way, yes. So your spells are not going to pass down, but your bloodline will pass down via trait. So depending on, here, have some almonds.
Oh, geez.
Depending on how good or how high level your spellcasting parents are, will give you a bloodline trait of varying strengths, which basically means should that sim choose to become a spellcaster, they're actually going to have some benefits to casting spells that a normal spellcaster wouldn't have. And I'm going to let you guys kind of find out what those little benefits are. So basically having spellcasting parents, higher level parents, the better, can result in a bloodline trait, and then multiple generations of that trait can get more powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Dave was mentioning a new
Sorry,
fridge.
I'll stop eating. Sorry, Hannah.
You're chewing in the...
I'm sorry.
Are you chewing in the mic?
Probably.
So yeah, here's a new stove and fridge. I really like these. I love this like old style brass fridge, or it's like more of like an ice box that you'd see in the olden days, like
Yes,
like when you were born. Like around that time, right? When was that?
1980, man. That's not that.
The 80s, man.
Oh, dude.
Sorry. And then we have these cool shelves.
Will you hover over the fridge and the oven in the catalog?
Sure.
So the
stove.
The stove does work with off the grid. The fridge does not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fridge is still it still needs to be plugged in and powered. I really like these little. Yeah, we'll show off variants. But wait, we're not done yet. Even though we've reached the end of the catalog,
No, this is the beginning.
This is like the non-cheater version of the catalog.
Yeah.
We know you guys want to know all the things.
Right. This is like people that don't use move objects on.
Yes.
This is like this level of build by
exactly.
catalog, but then one level deeper.
Yep. So there's a bunch of stuff here, really filled out. Oh, I actually didn't show the variants on the chairs and stuff. So not only do we have patterns, We have some solid colors as
Can
well.
you turn it back to day again just so we can see it in all its glory?
Yep, thank you. Boop. Yeah, so you can see like we'll have some solid colors as well as these ornate patterns. And that, again, it's replicated across all the chairs.
And before we go
and
into
sofas.
cheat also, we should probably show off doors, windows, and paint swatches.
Yep. So let's go in here. Let's go to doors. So we have 2 new doors. Let me clear some room on the wall here.
Is it just 2? Will you set all size doors? Oh, is it just the 2?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, no.
There we go.
There you
Okay.
go. Sorry. Thank you. I forgot about that. So we have a couple doors. The thing I love about all these doors is they have really cool borders and stuff around them to really sell that nouveau feel.
I love this door.
Sorry. Just clearing space so we have room. I don't want to get rid of the fireplace because I need to remember to show what this, what that Furio spell does with that
Now,
thing.
if you look on the other side of that door, oh no, sorry. It's
I'm gonna spin. I'm gonna spin around. Okay, so we got all the things out now, all the doors. So we have a cool little archway here, and what I love about this one is there's like some glass up there that we actually fill it in with really cool stained glass and again ornate like architecture and structuring. It's
my favorite one right there, the little moon and the stars.
It is very
Come
cool.
on.
It is very, very neat. And then this one we also changed the bordering and stuff around that. There's some really cool variants here, and again we have the stained glass versions right there. And I think this one, does this one have the moon? Yep. Moon and stars. Your favorite?
Yeah, it's just so cool.
It is very cool.
Come on.
I love it. This is like
that
very,
one too.
this is
like
so Beauty and the Beast. It is like, I could totally see someone making a Beauty and the Beast castle using all this
100%.
stuff. Very cool. Yeah, I like all this stuff.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of stained glass options up to this point, so I really love that about this pack.
Yep. We took the time to definitely do some fun stuff.
Yeah, and surprisingly, out of all the doors, it's the arch that I'm most excited about. Like,
It's
we
the little
need
touch.
more arches, so this is great.
It's the little touch of detail up there. So let's slide that one. We'll save that for you. We'll keep it there. Let's switch to windows. So again, let's do all windows. I love that we're doing more of these sort of like modular windows. So again, I can put this one down and then I can actually flip. Oop, oop, there we go. You can flip that one and then I can use this to sort of fill in the gap. So you can kind of make these like little modular sections and stuff. And then I think, if I remember right, we actually have.
Basinka, you can't pre-order game packs, unfortunately. It's only expansion packs that you can pre-order, but don't worry, this is going to be out next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So just a couple of days and it'll be all yours.
It's coming. So yeah, with this, I believe it's this one. Yeah, so these ones will actually connect into that. So you can sort of line and make multi-windows, or if you want, you can just say, you know what, I only want that little section for something a little more unique. Yeah, these ones are so cool too.
Very neat.
And this big bay window here. Is it gonna fit? Yeah, sweet. So yeah, again, going through all the patterns are replicated across everything. So, you know, if you're building that, like I said, Beauty and the Beast style castle with the flowers and stuff, we have it in all the forms. Same with this little stars and moon pattern.
You should drink some water, Antonio.
Am I getting parched? I know.
It's been like 2 hours, you haven't drank any water. Usually, people in chat would be kind and they'd remind the streamer to be like, hey, drink some water.
Okay.
But nobody cares about us.
Are you a hydro homie, Dave? Are you a hydro? You gotta, yeah. It's all the hydro homies. I'm drinking with you. All right, here we go. So back to this. I also like that we have some basic ones. So if you're not into like the whole.
Oh God, they have been telling us to drink water.
Oh, they have? See?
Sorry, Chad. I'm
So
sorry,
like
I called you all out.
the screen is so big, and then the chat panel is so tiny over there. I also remembered my glasses, so I'm smart Antonio today. Smart Antonio.
Smart Tonio.
Yeah, it's great. So we do have basic versions as well without the intricate linings and interiors of stuff. If you're just trying to maybe use this stuff in a more modern build. So we definitely recognize that. What else? Fences. There's some fences.
Yep.
And we have a gate to snap into the fence. I'm pretty sure we have a gate. Yes, we have a gate. Snaps into the fence. It actually works better on this tall fence here. Hold on, let me draw it out further. Let me do a big fence.
New freeze. I think there's a new freeze too.
Yep, we'll click the things. I can't remember. I know we did something.
Columns?
Was it a column? Yeah, a column. New column. Boop.
That has some really cool details at the top there.
Yep, that all works. It's very nice. I like that. Oh, did I show the variants? I don't think I showed the variants. I think there is, if I remember right. Which one was it? Yeah, so we have the white, and then we also have the black here of the lower and the taller fence. Oh, it was this one, I think, that has the... Yeah, there we go. That's the one I like. Yeah, I really love that sort of like stained glass interior on that.
We'll get the columns fixed, Z. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay, and I think this is what I was looking for. Yep. So I have a room over here.
Boop.
I didn't actually place it, so I didn't have to make the boop noise. Man, now I really need to drink water. Now you said something, now I'm like thinking about it. Okay, so yeah, we have new floor patterns here. I think you saw some of this in the Magic Realm as well. I really like using this. Can I do, yeah, here we go. And then this one is really cool. So we have this like sort of cobblestone pattern. It's great for making little paths up to your sort of garden area. I really like that a lot. What else? I think that's it for the basic stuff. Oh, wall patterns. Thank you. You didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything, but you're welcome.
I'm thanking you.
I was thinking it.
All right. Let me get rid of this big
Can
light
you please
here.
just press G real fast?
Oh, sorry.
Some people
Thank you.
don't like the grid.
Yeah, I know. I'm so used to building. Let me drop a light in this.
Got you, chat.
Actually, better idea. Let's just blow out the ceiling. Boom. There we go. Insta light. Go back here. Okay. So we have a couple wall patterns. Just show these off really quick.
On that floor, do we have a different swatch on that floor?
Let me see. I think there was one. Yeah.
Yeah. There's
We have a
one
couple.
other one in there. Can you show the kind of like mossy
dark?
one?
Oh, yeah. I think it was this one. Is it this one? No, I don't know which one you're talking about. Is it that one?
Whatever.
I can't remember. But yeah, I really like this one. This like dark black stone looking thing. Let's go there. Okay, back to walls. Yeah, we have a couple of these little flower patterns, something a little more neutral, subdued, less patterny if you're not into that. This is actually pretty good for like a bathroom or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, some more light colors. And then we have this stone brick wall.
I
So
love that.
yeah, if you like those more industrial builds, this is perfect for that.
Yeah, that's your caster's alley right there.
Yeah, so if you use the cheats and you actually pull those stalls or those like crumbling buildings in, I can't wait to see people building their own like caster's alley or sort of magic shop area.
It looks like it's old. Like a lot of the bricks we have are kind of like this, right? They tend to be a little bit more new.
Perfect.
We have like some ivy bricks that I think came in maybe with Vampires or Parenthood. I can't remember, but I really like that previous brick. How it just it
it's
feels
like
very
chunky
old.
and like falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a couple lighter patterns too. It's not all darks. Do we have a red? Yeah, I thought the first one's red. And then more of like an interior brick, more like basement style.
Absolutely.
Sort of like you could build your brewer's dungeon in the bottom of your house if you want, which is very cool.
Who would want to do that?
No one.
Nobody.
No one. Okay. I think that's it.
That's it with the normal build, right?
Yeah, let me...
I don't think we had any new plants in this pack.
I think Show Hidden has some
Okay,
stuff.
great.
So if I go bb.show hidden objects.
Now remember, there's going to be 2 levels of build by cheat catalog, so we're gonna Inception style, just go 1 level down.
I can't actually. You have to remind me what the other cheat is. I don't remember.
Show player facing.
Is it show player facing? Okay, or not player facing?
Not player facing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember because our cheats are slightly different than the ones you guys have. So let me go ahead and just build this for the sake of something I want to show later. But now you can see in the catalog we got a whole bunch of stuff added in Show Hidden. So again, we wanted to make this stuff easily accessible for people who want to just story tell and have fun with the content.
Yep.
So in the catalog, if you don't want to play the potion gameplay, but you just want to have a potion area, you can totally just grab these straight out of the catalog. They all work. They're normal potions.
Before we forget, put down the fireplace so you can show.
Oh, thank you.
Show with the fireplace.
Yeah, I should have done that at the place before we left.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll remember. Anyways, so the potions and then familiars. So here's all the familiar orbs. You can just pull them straight out of the catalog if you use the show hidden cheat. Here's those separated stalls if you want.
Just the stalls?
Actually, what? I don't know why I'm just like, I should just put these out here. So we'll just throw a couple of these out. Let's show off.
So you can kind of place the stall. It'll stay closed. You can open it in
Hire
live
someone,
mode, hire
yep.
somebody to man it, and then you can basically, like, you can bring the shop right to your house if you want to.
And then, like I said, here's those really cool buildings. We're just like, they're in the catalog. So if you want to use these on your lot, have at it.
And as soon as you enter live mode and start simulating, you'll actually see all the, it's dark.
Oh yeah, it is dark. But yeah, so you can see like kind of barely.
Set game time?
I don't, maybe, probably. I don't really want to. Yeah,
that's
but yeah,
we'll
you can
kill our,
yeah,
we'll kill all of our
you can
sims.
see the stuff floating and animating there.
You want to just kill one of the sims real fast?
For why?
So show death by overload.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's get through this and then we'll end with that.
All right, so we got fireplaces that we got to show the cool thing there.
You gotta,
and then we got to show the new death.
You got to remind me of all these things.
Of course, I'm not going to forget.
Yeah, right. Oh, I put a slash. Sorry, getting back into it. Okay, so yeah, so just wanted to show you the stuff animating. Again, you have this one too, and that third one that was sort of like off. These things are massive.
Sparkling nectarine?
I'm okay. I'm good. I got my water. Let's see if I can find other stuff in here. So yeah, there's these a new collectible thing. There's this like little stone, which I already know players are gonna like mash these together to make really cool waterfalls and structures. We have these really cool crystals. You can, again, size up, size down. You can make them tiny, big. Really want to just give you like all the stuff we could in the cheated catalog version. Let's see, what else do we have here? I don't think I showed this, but this is in the normal catalog. It's just like a little
balcony.
Yeah, it's a little balcony. Some weird stakes, some books.
Display books.
The display books.
Clutter's always great.
Oh, we did add new books. So,
we did.
So in the magic realm, all the bookshelves actually are lined with new magical books. So like 1001 Tricks You Can Teach Your Familiars and Charlie Porter in the Basement of Shadows. I can't remember. I think Matt's, Cooking with Moats.
Side note, how do you make your pet a familiar? All you got to do is click on them and you can make them a familiar.
Yep. And then there's one book just called Broomies. I don't know, his Broomies.
Hydro Broomies.
I did want to show off all the wands. That's what I wanted to do. Man, half an hour wasn't enough time for build.
I know.
We might go over 2 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Or whatever time it is for you.
Yeah, wherever you are. So we need that, and then let me just throw a quick table down, just so I can show off all this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Let's go back into this. So I definitely want to show off the wands and brooms here. It is very cool.
Wands.
Wands. So again, all the tomes are in here too. So if you don't want to like hunt for the specific tome you want, it's in there.
And again, you can put those wands down like that, but I definitely prefer the display case.
Yeah, the
super
display
classy.
case. So yeah, I'm just gonna like quickly throw some of these out here. There's so many wands, like between color variants and actual style differences. So there's kind of like the name that shall not be mentioned wand. And then we have this cute little fairy wand looking thing with a little star at the end.
Wand.
Marble wand, there's like a black and white version of that. And then you've also saw some brooms. So this is the magical mop broom. And the cool thing about brooms is they actually just slot to the wall. So you can just go ahead and like throw them up here if you want. So here's that gnarled broom in all the different color variants. Here's the bone wand we were looking at earlier.
Ooh,
I think.
Where's my favorite one?
Oh yeah.
Or not the wand, the broom.
And then of course we couldn't have a magic pack without your goofy like magician's wand,
Right.
like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Here's a cool little, I like this broom.
So I will say, it still absolutely cracks me up that we finally put all these brooms into the game. Mm-hmm. But when your sim goes to like clean stuff up, they're still gonna pull that mop out. Mm-hmm. So brooms are for riding only.
Yeah, but now it's magical.
It's magic brooms.
Oh, this one's really cool. This is sort of like your ancient like forest dweller wand. It's got this little rune kind of socketed into the top of it.
Again, it all comes down to kind of player customizability and
customization.
Thank you. Player customization and the ability to tell the story that you want. So we recognize that like spellcasters, witches, wizards, warlocks, whatever you want to call them, it has a very wide range of kind of looks and feels, and
Yep.
that's really what we wanted to base this whole pack around. Is if you have a vision in your head of what a spellcaster should look like or how they should behave, we want you to be able to kind of combine it and actually make that look.
This is Dave's favorite. It's
Yes, I love it.
the rocket broom. It's not actually a broom.
Industrial broom.
So this is kind of like your basically when your sim gets on this thing, the massive flame comes out of the back and they just take off into the air. It's really cool.
Kind of has that like Beauty and the Beast like musket look
Yeah,
to it almost.
it does look
but
like a musket.
It is not a musket. It is a broom.
And then some of you I saw picked up on in the trailer. You guys thought this was a light, but it's actually a broom. So you can ride this cool little like crystal broom. I also just love
It sounds
putting
ridiculous when we say it out loud.
A crystal
broom
broom? Yeah.
and the steampunk broom.
Honestly, what I love the most though is like I'm just gonna use this to decorate my house.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm just gonna have this out here and kind of like line a doorway or something
Well,
with
even
these
for like
things.
non-spellcaster things like the mop and the kind of like standard
Oh, yeah.
broom, just like having those move objects on, put them up against the wall.
Yep.
It's gonna look good, and I think a lot of
Yeah,
residential
so
builds.
you can basically like have your like shed with brooms and mops and stuff in
Yep.
it. They're probably more excited about the brooms and mops than they are about the entire rest of the pack. It's just like, we finally got a mop. I'm excited for the mop. What else? There was something else I wanted to show. Definitely the portals. I'll come back to that.
Portals, fireplace.
And there was one other thing.
Oh, and the
the
death.
death. Thanks, Steve. Steve has got us in the ear.
our head.
In the ear. Steve, did you write it all down on a piece of paper? Maybe. In your head you wrote it down? How is that even possible? Ooh.
It's pretty empty.
It may look like I'm talking to myself right now.
It
but
does.
I'm talking to Steve. Okay, so I really wanted to show this off because I can't wait to see what people build with these. This was something I was really pushing for, and I really wanted to get in your guys' hands so you can use them. But we have portals now. So no longer do you, I know we just announced spiral staircases and a whole new stair variant, but with these you don't even need stairs anymore.
Not spiral.
Or sorry, someone made a post about spiral staircases. It was what are they called?
I expect chat to just blow up right now.
Stair landings.
Customizable stair landings.
There it is. Thank you. So with these, you can actually just place them somewhere. So again, this is why they're in the hidden objects category. That will go away once you place the thing down. But they're a little like, as far as placing it, it's a little weird. But all you need to do, ooh, sorry, my voice just cracked. All you need to do is you have to place a portal entrance somewhere on your lot and the matching portal exit. So for example, you can see this is portal entrance 1, portal exit 1. And again, now you know why we didn't include it in the normal thing, because they're very much an advanced mode thing. I just want to see what people make with them. So if I place these two portals here, you can see that I normally wouldn't be able to route up here. But if does he have a broom? I probably have to get rid of the broom.
Or just use your other sim.
That's fine. So now if I say go here, what my sim is going to do is he's actually going to route through the portal and pop out the other side. So that is like, that is really cool. I can't wait to see what people do with that.
Make your giant kind of spellcaster's tower. No stairs leading up, or maybe you can do those nice U-shaped kind of stairs, kind of going all the way up.
So again, it is definitely like an advanced mode thing. It is. I remember Houts and I were sitting at the computer and like trying to write the text for this, and I'm like, how do we explain this to people? Like, how to even use it? But yeah, so we have 3 portals, I believe. So there's entrance and exit 1, entrance and exit 2, and entrance and exit 3. So if you mix and match those on your lot, your sims will hopefully intelligently be able to use those.
Yep, and you have a couple sets of them, so you can make very specific kind of entrances and exits, and pretty cool stuff that you can do with it.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, what else? So we were going to show the death and the fireplace.
Yeah.
Is that it? Oh no, Dave didn't know what he was talking about when he talked about the side of the door. How dare you? Okay, so I just wanted to show this little like kind of Easter eggy thing that one of our tech designers was actually like playing around with it, and he was like, hey, it'd be cool if this worked. So he was actually able to get it in. But if you click on fireplaces now, you can light it like a normal mortal, or you can actually use Inferniate on a fireplace, and boop, your sim will actually turn on the fireplace. Boop. So I thought that was really cool. I really like that a lot. This was actually one good way to practice your untamed magic in a safe environment. Is you can basically like light the fireplace, put it out, light the fireplace.
And it's not just this fireplace. You can actually do that with any fireplace.
Yeah, any
light
fireplace.
it that way.
Correct. Okay, death. So let me go a little crazy. Oh, Urbio. Yeah, this spell's awesome. So you can actually just spawn plants out of thin air and use spells to copy pasta them and duplicate. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at it.
Look at it.
All the plants.
Hey.
So again, because my sim is a super high spellcaster level, I was able to create magnificent quality plants. Like everything about spellcasters is so powerful. Like that is one thing we definitely wanted to nail was like if at a high level spellcasting level or skill, you don't really touch things in your house anymore. You just walk around, you're like, repair that, fix this, spawn food, eat mac and cheese out of a cauldron.
Oh,
like,
it would be so lovely.
Yeah, it is.
If only real life was like this.
Yeah, it's very cool. The other thing, it's a small detail, but you guys through playing the game will probably pick up on it. But when Dave was mentioning while you are charged or in this charged state with this inspired buff, you actually have more powerful spells. So you saw there when I ran the duplicate spell on this plant, instead of just getting one, I actually got two of them because I'm in a really good charge state. So we'll go ahead and keep messing around with this. We'll push them a little further. Let's go Grand Delicioso. Let's mess with our sim a little bit. We're just gonna rocket through some of these spells.
Is he going to?
Oh, I have to despawn the familiar, actually.
Yeah.
Let's dismiss the familiar so I can actually die.
Do you want to just cheat it?
Sure, let's do that.
Just do a shift click on him. And...
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
gonna do. Shift click.
So dev cheats, don't mind this.
We're gonna go to death.
Yeah, kill.
Death by
Spellcaster overload.
All right, here we go.
That's the one. All right, so imagine we've been casting spells like crazy. Our overcharge is maxed out. We've already overloaded, gotten the warning, and we keep pushing it.
I had to make the sound effects because they can't hear them. So if I had the familiar spawn, the familiar would actually play an effect and a little TNS would come up telling us that they're actually reviving us.
Excellent.
Which
And
is super helpful.
not only we get to see the new death, but now we can see the new tombstone too. So spellcaster deaths do result in a new urn or tombstone, depending on if it's on the ground or in your inventory or on a surface.
Yep.
Antonio likes to, choose the darkest times of the night to show it, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks. We'll see. No pressure.
You always go to build by. Yeah. So here's the new tombstone.
I think that's the backside of it.
Here's the boring backside of the tombstone. Hold on, let me just turn it around. Boop. Boop. I did it again. That boop. It's habit. I've been playing this game for 5 years.
Booping every day.
Boop. Okay. Chat's gonna give me a hard time about the boop.
Can you put that in inventory?
Yes, I can put it in there. Oh, I'm just gonna slot it. But yeah, so here is that, and then the glow just went away because it. Can I not slot it to the thing? Okay, that's fine. I'll put it in the inventory. I'll just listen to you, Dave. It's fine.
Oh, maybe not.
Can I? Oh, I can put it in the room. Let me just put it in the room.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't say it that time. It took all of my power to not boop.
Cool. So good. We're doing it at 5 in the morning, and now we placed it into a room with no light. It looks good, chat. It looks really good.
I hate you so much.
No. Antonio's build skills are amazing.
Okay, look, there it is. It's the new tombstone again, or new urn, playing into that Art Nouveau style, very curvy, ornate, metallic-looking thing. So yeah, that's the thing.
And yes, Dramikins, Antonio is doing his best.
I'm always doing
really
my best.
Is.
I'm always doing my best. I got my glasses on, so I'm smart and telling you.
It's easy for me to, take shots at you over here with a no keyboard.
Exactly. Okay. Whew. Oh, what were questions?
Yeah.
Hold on. We're gonna take a stab at some of these questions here. And see. We'll just alternate. Rattle them off. I think we might have answered a lot of these.
Can potions be sold in retail stores?
Yes.
Yep. Can you make your own wands?
No.
No. Can you cast on kids or toddlers?
No.
That would be messed
up. Yeah. We didn't want to do any child violence.
Can't pet the familiars, no.
Nope. They're there to protect you from exploding.
Yeah.
What else we got? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think those are most of the questions
Cool.
there.
All right, hold on. Can you marry sages? Yes, we said that. I'm just trying to pick at chat's going so fast. Let's see. New aspirations. Yes, there's 2. 1 for potions, 1 for spellcasting. Yes, you can make your pets a familiar. Cats or a dog.
Oh, they want to see the next level down of cheats. They really want to see like if we have any plants or anything like that.
What is the cheat?
bb.show.
Not player face.
Show. Yeah, not player facing.
I think that's what it is. Okay, hold on.
And then just hit enter again.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
And turn off that.
Yeah,
Yep.
there. I have to be
cool.
clicked. Hold on. Let me
There we go.
just verify that this was the right cheat. I don't want to show you guys all that, the nitty gritty stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So there's even more stuff in here. This is Crazy Town. So this is the next level lower of cheats. Like buyer beware, some of these objects may not work as intended. They may do some weird things to your game. So for example,
nothing too crazy. It's not going to crash
Yeah.
your game or cause anything like that.
Yeah,
but
so, like-
definitely, there's a level of polish maybe that hasn't been done on these, or these are very carefully kind of placed world objects
Yes.
that may or may not have like the proper collision.
Yep.
So we used to kind of lock these off because if it's not perfect,
Yeah.
we didn't want
Well,
people to have access,
like-
but we've relaxed that philosophy quite a bit. We want you to have it as much as possible to play with.
Yep, like for example, these crystals, they're totally fine. They work. They look great. The only problem with them is Sims will just route right through them.
Right,
so like they're not actually going to block Sims routing, but I could totally see people using these, like I said, for waterfalls or like visual sculptures kind of off in the distance of their build. What else?
There's no official return of Bonehilda. That said, you can certainly use some of the functionality in the Jungle Adventure Pack for turning into skeletons. You can cast spells on those skeletons. You can definitely make your kind of butler-ish skeleton if you'd like. They just won't be actually named Bonehilda.
Yep. Yeah, there's a couple new plants here. So it's like the valerian root. You could see the urn stone that's in water. So if you die in water, that's the version. There's a couple various objects that your Sims can turn into from the duplicado thing. The urn itself is just in here, so you can just place it. No
new skills, although I hope you can see that with the amount of kind of collection that you have to do in terms of the spells, the potions, ingredients for those, wands, brooms, we didn't really feel like you needed a skill necessarily to level up. It was really more about finding those various kind of spell unlocks and potion recipes.
I don't think there was actually any new like landscaping plants or things we used. Yeah, a lot of the trees were existing. What else? Do
spellcasters age up? They do age up as normal, but there is a immortality potion.
Yes, there is. So you can live forever if you do so desire.
Forever.
Weather. What about weather?
What about weather?
Glimmerbrook is affected by all weather, if that's what you're asking.
Yes. The magic realm does not get affected by weather. It's a magic realm.
Yeah, we built actually some custom environment tuning for that. So like the day-night cycle there is actually quite different. It never gets like completely dark. It kind of just shifts around.
There's also no like sun beating down on you, so you could take a vampire from the vampire pack, go into the magic realm. You could walk around there all day, and you're not going to burn to death.
Yes, the sages can die. Yes, you can woohoo with them. There's no new woohoo location.
No new lot traits either.
Yeah, no new lot traits.
Broom woohoo would have been fantastic, but no new.
If only we had the time.
Mods. Let's go, modders. Let's get that broom woohoo.
Yeah. Yes, aspirations. We said that. Is there necromancy? Yes, you can recall people from the dead. What? Steve? Oh, sure. Okay. I think that's pretty much all we have to show here today.
Release date September 10th.
Yeah. September 10th.
Just a couple of days away.
If you want more fancy display of what this game has, go check out our trailer. We just dropped it today. Brand new gameplay walkthrough trailer. So go to the Sims 4 YouTube channel to check that out.
Absolutely.
But yeah, if you have any more questions, message us on Twitter. SimGuru Romeo, SimGuru Dave, Ninja. Sorry, SimGuru Ninja. Yeah, I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
Cool.
I hope you guys have had fun. Thank you so much. Check out Realm of Magic next Tuesday. Go check out the new feature overview trailer that just dropped today. And get ready for a ton more information to come out over the next few days to a week. There's going to be a million videos out there. I hope you guys get a lot of information, and I can't wait to see you all playing.
Wait. Boop. Jesus Christ. Can we get a boop in the chat? Damn it.